Think of all that time. Every sprint in the summer, every wait in the winter. All those hours no one else saw. Think of every sacrifice. Early mornings on the levee, late nights in the film room, bus rides to playoff games. Every bump in the road, every moment of ecstasy, every moment of doubt. Years wondering, is it all worth it? It's all led to this. Man, I got this. It's a 60-minute drive for a 60-minute game. After all the miles we've traveled, we're almost there. After all the hours we've worked, one more can make us legends. After all that time, this is our time.
Forget a five-man rush. Seam shot. Coleman. One-handed grab. Keon Coleman climbs the ladder. Slam to the ground. Going deep. End zone. Touchdown. One team. One ugly. Best out of football. LSU Titans go to war. One still strength.
Very cool.
What is going on, campus legends? We are coming at you live on this beautiful Sunday for the first ever College Football 25 Campus Legends Team Selection Show. We have the most excitement I think we have ever had in XCFL, whatever, the XCFL community, whatever you want to call it, history. We got a loaded show. We got a ton of people in here, a ton of analysts in here with me. But I would just like to say welcome to all 29, 30 of you in this chat. Shout out to everybody in, posting all this fun. Love it, love it, love it. We got all the cool, positive reactions about that. First and foremost, shout out to Quacks. Quacks threw together a little hype video. He threw together a couple graphics for us. So big time from him stepping up. I think he sent it to me the first time, and it was instantly just goosebumps. And then, I've been watching it all day, just getting me ready for it. But without further ado, let's get into it, fellas. We got Bracket, J-Mo, Boone, Quacks, Rob, and Zeth all in the chat with me. We're not going to go around and say hi to everyone right now. We'll touch on that throughout the show. But Bracket, we'll start with you, sir. How we feeling today? What's your thoughts going into today compared to, let's say, maybe an XCFL team draft selection show? You're muted if you're there. You go.
That's my bad. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
I didn't hear the question.
Okay.
My daughter was shouting at me.
What? When I saw you mute real quick, I was like, "That's exactly what happened here." Just what are your thoughts headed into this big event here? What would you do? Or what are your thoughts comparing it to maybe an XCFL team selection show day?
Super pumped, right? I mean, it's something new. It's exciting, and it's something we've all been waiting for what now? 14 years, 13 years. I'm terrible at math.
10.
The last
11?
one was 14, so 10 years. Yeah, 10.
It's easy when there's multiple of the same number in there. You can just subtract the number, and it leaves 14,
Obviously, I
24.
spoke before thinking. I think we can all leave that alone.
Yeah. But I think the hype is at all-time high. Boone, me and you have been talking about this for years now. So what are your thoughts? Welcome to the show. First off, go ahead, break it down for us. How you feeling today?
Bro, I have been excited from the moment. Honestly, before I went to bed, I struggled to go to sleep because I was so excited for this. And no one could understand why I was so excited for a video game. My stepmom looked at me like I was crazy when I said I took a week off for the shit.
Yeah.
She's like, for a video game, like, look, mind your business if you're gonna be negative, okay? I'm excited. I cannot freaking wait. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't made up a single choice. I don't even know what conference I want to be in at this point. Like, I'm so up in the air. There's probably 20 teams I could pick. I'm looking up uniforms as we speak. I got Oklahoma State on the screen, trying to see all their alternates.
Oklahoma State's got nice uniforms. They got some nice uniforms over there. No, absolutely. I was the same way. Last night I was sitting there like, man, this is going to be legendary. I do, before we get to some of the other guys on here, you know, it's different. Normally I'm talking and Grizz is pulling all the strings behind the scenes for me. So it's super prepared and easy, and you know, he makes it very easy. Grizz is not going to be in Campus Legends to start out. He is going to hop in midway through. I think he just wants to kind of sit back, chill for a little bit, kind of take some time. And then he'll hop back in here. So yeah, but so I give me a break here because I'm, you know, trying to lead the show. We do have a huge crew on here, so they can all carry me here. But I'm going to be running behind the scenes. You know, in typical XCFL selection show, we have the, you know, crazy graphics, old owner records, stats, who you were then, your top 5 teams. Much more simple this time around. We just want to get, you know, it's going to show your name on the screen. We'll show the team, you know, once you DM me who you're taking, we put the team on the screen, and it's going to be nice and simple because we were not going to compare or prepare 134 graphics, one for each team, because I knowing you guys, there's going to be some random teams taken tonight. I just know how the XCFL community works, and there's going to be some random teams that I probably don't even have an image ready for. So that's where DMing me who it is before we announce it is key, so I can get an image ready, save it, upload it, and we'll get it going. So, JMO, welcome back, sir. Took a little hiatus from the XCFL, and here we are. We find you back in Campus Legends. Just we couldn't stay away, huh?
Yeah, I was pretty sick of Madden, but dude, I've been waiting for this for so long.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. Like I'm so ready for this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then we got the old wily vet, Robert Morlock, sir. How are you doing tonight?
Doing great. This is going to be a lot of fun. Long time coming for this game, so it's going to be exciting.
Absolutely. And then our 2 newest staff members for Campus Legends is Quacks and Zeth, and they're both on here with us. Quacks, I know you got the baby over there with you. How are you doing? Are you able to talk right now?
Oh, I'm good, dude.
All right, good.
She's sound asleep. We're
Perfect.
rolling.
There we go.
Couldn't gone any better. Yeah, I'm pumped. I mean, I echo what everybody else says. I think we've all been waiting for it. It's just better than Madden in every facet, if you ask me. Just everything is just deeper, better, more options. It's going to be hard to keep picking up that other game once we get going, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna try to run them side by side, see how it goes. They took a couple features from us, but we're gonna make it work. And then Zeth, sir, how are you doing today?
Hey, what's up, baby? Let's go. Let's go.
It is it's time, man. We all made it. Me and you've been talking these last couple weeks too, just trying to figure out you know, different things. So I think today's gonna be good. We're gonna try to get into this, try to go through it kind of quick. Like I said, we got, you know, the draft rules fairly simple and straightforward. Let me pull those on the screen real quick because we got them. We can talk about them just in case anybody wants to forget, you know? Boom, 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 boom. It's simple. There's like 4 rules. So if you screw this up, you probably shouldn't be here to begin with. So,
No, take your time, Nick. We all know that you have your pick well prepared and ready to go. So as soon as you're on the clock,
I'm stalling so I can
that's
keep thinking.
exactly what you're doing.
I've had my pick for 10 years. We got all 134 teams in play. We're going to announce the user on the clock. You'll have 4 minutes, or then you'll get the DM from me, and you'll have 4 minutes to make that pick. All you will do is shoot me a DM with what team you're taking. Since we have so many people in this chat, we're gonna keep people out of here from announcing their pick, which is different. But if you know, we can always, you know, we can talk later. If you want to send a message to someone else out there, just type the message in the chat, and I'll start ripping people for you. Like I said, 4 minutes to make your pick. If you run out of time or do not respond, you will drop to the end of the draft board. So 30-second. If multiple people do, you know, that the person who was 30-second moves up to 31. That person drops 30-second. If you don't respond at the end for the second time, we're probably just releasing you from the league, and we'll add one of the 10 or so guys that are on the wait list. So keep that in mind. Let's not miss your pick. If you feel like you're gonna miss your pick, if the show's going on too long, shoot me a list of, you know, 10 or so teams, and we'll make sure to select one for you. I got a list from a couple people. Busy sent me a list. Riot sent me a list. So we'll see what we're gonna do there. Anyone have any questions? Post it in the chat. Anyone on here have any questions?
I assume it goes without saying, don't spoil shit so you can,
Yes, yeah. We're gonna try not to spoil anything. Let's have the natural reaction from the committee up here, from the chat. We are, as of right now, because I know some of those people like to find those easy schedules out there, cupcake chasers. As of right now, I think season 1 we're gonna keep the stock schedules that are in real life, but from season 2 on, we are going to they'll be fully customized schedules outside of conference play. So something to consider if you're trying to find a team with the easiest schedule, or maybe you want Boone on your schedule. Keep that in mind. Real quick, let's just
Navy.
real quick though, let's shout out everybody in the chat. We got Tide Pod, Ilio, Pride, John, KOTB. We got Heath in there, Braps there, Kells is in there, NWS Van, Drew, Jiggy's even here, VBD. Who am I missing? Anybody? No, Dr. Dark in here. We got IREC in there. Well, I still call him IREC, but Side Effect. Guac's in there. Nairi. What's up, fellas? How we doing? It's nice to see the turnout, 26 viewers, including 7 of us in here. So that should be everybody. But what are we ready to get this show on the road? Anyone got any last things here? Oh, Tosh is here. Geez, everybody's here. Any last
let's
things?
get this rolling.
All right, let's get it going then. 4 minutes on the clock.
Oh, we ready?
If our captain takes 4 minutes, the whole thing's done.
First pick. Did it freeze? No, we're good. Okay. With the first,
talk about what we think you're gonna do. Or do you want to?
Yeah. Go ahead. Break it down a little bit. Now I'm on the clock. Obviously, I'm on the clock.
We're gonna let you. I'm sure you probably already have it set up because you probably known for like 15 years.
I got
we're
this
gonna
one ready. Yeah.
Like you're not just gonna go Oregon, right?
Whoa.
It's your favorite school, but it's okay. Listen. I think you're gonna pull a trick out the hat. I think you go back home to the Michigan State Spartans.
Ooh.
I do believe that you want to unify the Detroit Lions and the Michigan State Spartans, little house of Detroit, and I think that's going to be the best bet for you.
Sparty says, not cool if that happens. He posted in chat. Anyone else have any predictions, any thoughts outside of maybe the Ducks?
I think you secretly want Memphis.
Dude, those Tiger helmets are sweet. I'll be honest. There's a lot of different teams were considered. I'll talk about it a little bit here. I really like Kentucky's uniforms. I talked about Tennessee a little bit. I like their situation over there. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't look at rosters one bit. And like Oregon's roster is absolutely loaded. And for a person like me, I want all my own recruits. I want to get them in and get them playing as fast as possible. Like all these other high overall Oregon players are going to get the boot if I took the Ducks. I talked about Eastern Michigan a little bit. We talked, building a team from the ground up, being able to, snag, the first 5-star you get to bring to like a 2 or 3-star school. It's such a cool feeling. There was just so many different options because there's 134 choices. I really like Missouri's uniforms. I like Baylor's new ones. Florida State was getting up there. So, we looked at a bunch of different things. North Carolina really made a push late. That's IREC actually just posted. UNC posted, dude, I kept seeing pictures of their white uniforms I was just like, oh man, North Carolina might be the pick. But, at the end of the day, we got to it. Ole Miss, TCU, there were a bunch of teams. At the end of the day, we ended up settling on a team. Wasn't too sure if I wanted to go with it. I did decide, though, we are going to be rolling with the Oregon Ducks. So we're going to rock right into here. I just, I kind of just figured one of those situations where, you can't, the first time getting a roll with the college team, couldn't not take the Ducks. It's going to be fun. I'm going to, try to compete early on. And then I think I'm going to, kind of part ways and try to get to another team and then kind of start a fun build late in the cycle, I think. So, but yeah, Ducks, dude, you can't argue 20 plus uniform options, like that right when that hit, I was like, I'm going Oregon. I don't care what happened. So, And the big factor in all this was the next time it comes down, next time we do this, we might say you can only start with a 3-star school and below or something like that. So I think this is a good time to take Oregon and kind of see what we can do. So Ducks are officially off the board. We're going to keep the spreadsheet updated. Everyone's got the link. Spreadsheet will be updated. I'm going to remove the users from here. And then the conference breakdown sheet. It's going to look a little, make sure that pulls up. The conference breakdown sheet, we're going to keep updated as well. It's going to look weird on screen, but we're going to keep that updated. With that being said, though, let's go ahead and get the next guy on the clock. Some of you guys might know him. Mr. Robert Morlock is officially on the clock.
Hell yeah, Robert.
Shout out to Rob. Consistency, longevity. It's
Good work, sir.
to be number 2, dude. That's money.
That's
Rob,
awesome.
You can feel free if you got your pick. Yeah, does anyone have some predictions for Rob? Diehard Minnesota Golden Gopher fan, does live in Indiana. Boone, let's start with you. Where's our buddy Rob going?
So I don't think anyone takes the candlestick logo boring uniforms. I just don't see that happening. I think Minnesota's a little too easy. He can go Minnesota at any given time, like next year or something like that. So I don't think he goes there with the first one. I think he stays in Buffalo and he goes with the Buffalo. They're D1, right?
Oh yeah.
They are D1.
You have to ask, man.
I had to make sure. I think he goes with Buffalo, bro. Buffalo. Is that what they are?
Buffalo Bulls. Buffalo Bulls.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the Bulls for you. Stay home. I like it.
Yeah, Buffalo. J-Mo, what about you? What do you got for Rob?
I think it's been so long. Like, I feel like a lot of people are going to take their favorite teams because we haven't played with our teams in so long. It's got to be Minnesota.
Ooh, anyone else have predictions? Zeth, what do you got?
Yeah. I think good old Rob over there. He's really tired of the snow. He was a huge fan of Jim Kelly back in the day. So I think he wants to take his talents down to South Beach. I think he's going to go with the U with some dope jerseys, and he's going to send the next Jim Kelly off to Buffalo.
Dang, takes him from Busy. That would be wild.
Yeah, he's going to send Busy to the therapist over that one.
Yeah, that would be quite the move there. Bracket, what do you think for our buddy Rob here? Have you talked to Rob about your team? Did you think you were ahead of Rob in team selection?
I did not think I was ahead of Rob for college.
The boy Rob puts in some work, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he does a good job, and he's been doing it for a long time.
I try.
Let me just read that up real quick. So, Rob, in your XCFL career, you up until 2 weeks ago have accumulated 4,791 user rank points.
Holy smokes!
You are a little bit behind me. I was at 9,300. So,
my God,
you're a little bit behind me. But all right, Rob, I'm ready to show the pick. When you're ready, you can go ahead and make your own announcement, sir.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm going to go with the 7-time national champion Minnesota Golden Gophers.
The Minnesota Golden Gophers are off the board. If I spell something wrong on any of these spreadsheets, tell me. The Golden Gophers, baby. We'll talk about it in a sec. I'm going to get the next user graphic up here, though. Just so we can get this thing moving. Next up on the clock, though, is going to be Kevin Brackett. So Brackett, go ahead and take your time, make your pick. DM me when you're ready. Rob, what went into this pick for you? Just favorite team?
Favorite team, so many years, and the college game was so much fun back in the day, and to get to play with the Gophers again, and I know they got a lot of work to do, but they got awesome uniforms and a lot of selection uniforms, and it'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be a blast. They had a good young draft class or recruiting class that came in, so it's going to be a good time. It's going to be fun to watch them develop and get a pipeline going and play Boone eventually during the season.
Dude, I did notice, Rob. We're both in Big Ten over here, Big Ten country, me and you.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love it.
Rob, was I super sniffing out your Jim Kelly fandom, or are you not even a fan?
If I hadn't gone Minnesota, I was trying to think of what I would do because you definitely want to pick a team that's got a bunch of uniforms choices. And, I honestly, I kind of thought a little bit about, Oregon State. I kind of thought, well, they've got some kind of crazy looking uniforms. So I was going to try to do something wild looking, but hey, Jim Kelly, I'd hate to take that away from Busy, but he definitely started there. That's for sure. And
I just
left his
I
mark.
just went off the wall.
Nice, very nice.
I do think the most interesting part about all this is going to be the fact that we're going to see some users take big time teams. We're going to see some users take complete rebuilds. And then watching it over the course of the cycle of seeing, someone who started out with a small team work and build that small team up. Maybe someone who started out with a big team switches to another schools, but it's going to be a bunch of different things happening all cycle long. Quacks, let's go to you here. What do you think Brackett's going to do? Do you have any idea with Brackett? He made it pretty clear he hasn't followed college football that long, so he doesn't really have a favorite team. He's going strictly off uniforms, is what it sounded like.
I feel like that's like the freedom that I wish I had.
Yes,
just a blank slate. I have no idea.
No,
I could see. I could see him chasing you. I think the Big Ten's going to fill up first, or it's going to have the most users.
Well, half the country is in the Big Ten now, so
yeah, I kind of thought it was going to be like 6 or 7 off the board quick. Everybody was going to run to the Big Ten. But team-wise, I got no idea. Brackett, you're a mystery to me.
Boone.
I understand. Full disclosure, I don't actually know who is in Nick's division.
That's what that conference breakdown tab is for, All right, Boone, real quick before Brackett does make his announcement, you got a prediction for him?
For Brackett?
Yeah.
I wish I knew where Guac was going.
That
would make sense.
Not a bad.
I'm saving that for Madden.
He'll probably go Big 12. I see a Big 12 team coming off the board. I'm not quite sure which one. Maybe like a Cincinnati. They got some really fun uniforms over there. I think that'd be.
Have you heard of the Big 12?
Yes. Yeah. No. I know what the SEC is, the ACC, the Big 12. I just don't know where each team is in most of them.
What if Brackett and Guac take the 2 Pac-12 teams and just ride it out in the
Go back and forth.
Legendary.
All right, Brackett. When you're ready, sir, go ahead and make that announcement. I got it ready for you.
All right. So about 3 weeks ago, I came to this conclusion, even though I said an hour ago that I hadn't. Busy ticked me off. And because of that, I'm going to be taking Miami, the Hurricanes.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Chaos.
No, I'm just playing. We're going to Florida State.
Good God.
We're going Florida State.
Florida State.
All right. We got Florida State off the board. Another it's a nice team. Lineup's good. Potentially, some people say they were mistreated and didn't get to go to the college football playoff. But I fully agree with the committee's decision. It's a nice roster and jerseys, dude. If they get the baby blue teal jerseys in the game, oh man, those are going to be
fire.
Sweet. Yeah, those are gonna be sweet.
They got the prestige. They got the pre-game warm-up. They'll have a bunch of stuff in the game.
They've got the Chiefs tomahawk chop.
Real quick, with the 4th overall pick is Syracuse Pride. So Pride is on the clock. This is the one that shocked me the most. Pride is number 4, which unless my math is way off, which who knows, it could be. But no, Pride. Now he was so shocked that now I got to go back and check. No, Pride's been up there. 550, 643, 550, 643, 707. Yeah, Pride is actually Bracket was at 4,353, and Pride is at 3,035 career user rank points. So big drop off after me and Robin Brackett, really. Well, me, then Robin Brackett. Dude, so Pride, in his name, it's Syracuse. So, Are we thinking we see Syracuse? But he also has teased that it's going to be one of the military academies, so he can run his triple option. Pride, we all know he doesn't care about jerseys. He doesn't care about player name. He doesn't care what numbers all his players are. It's gonna be interesting. I think he's a complete wild card here. But he's on the clock, so I don't know. Does anyone have any? Zeth, let's start with you. What do you got for Pride? Anything?
Yeah, no, you're not going to make a profile in like 2012 or whenever, and then an NCAA game it comes out, and you're not going to represent that school when you've been representing that school for 10 years.
Yeah, dude. And Syracuse jerseys aren't horrible. Like they got the blue and orange. They're not the greatest. Boone, what do you got for your buddy Pride here?
First of all, not my buddy.
Okay.
Second of all, uniforms are trash. We're not doing that. I don't care how long you've been touting that name of that disgusting uniform wearing team, and they have nothing to their name besides Donovan McNabb and Carmelo Anthony. So, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna send him where the hell he belongs. Okay. He and his disgusting ass play style belongs in Iowa with those boring ass uniforms and that boring ass play style. Go wave at the little kids at the children's hospital. That's where he should go.
If there was a person to send to Iowa, it would be Pride. His pick is in, and I did have the graphic ready. Hold on. Emergency pad. I don't have the graphic anymore. I had this one ready for him.
It's all right. Take your time, bro. I'm over here. I'm looking up some things. I'm evaluating some things. Some things have changed as far as where I want to go. Conferences have realigned.
Boone,
it's a lot going on here.
You should be happy that Pride got to pick before you, because there was a chance he was just going to follow you. But the pick is in, and he was deciding between. I'm going to read it off as he said it. He was deciding between three teams. And it was going to be between Wyoming, North Texas, and he has gone with Air Force. So Pride will be rocking with Air Force, and they do have some sweet uniforms. We can say what we want, but Air Force has some cool uniforms. I don't know how it's going to look. Uniforms. Look at the chrome domes here. All silvers.
We can say what we want. I'm being honest.
I like Air Force uniforms. I think it's going to be fun watching him build that team up if he stays there the whole time. I think that's fun, dude. This is where it starts. The first team in Minnesota kind of stinks too. No offense, Rob, but the first the first non-Power 5 team off the board here. So Pride is going to Air Force, and we can go ahead. We'll talk about that in a second. But next up on the clock is our buddy Coach Boone, number 5. Boone, go ahead and think about it a little bit. We're going to talk about it. I think
I'm gonna start my timer.
JMO, let's start with JMO here. JMO, you've known Boone for a while now. I don't know what you know about him, but you know him for a while now. Where's our buddy Boone gonna go with? It's gonna be uniform.
Well, I get a lot of. It's definitely uniform based, and I get a lot of time to think about Boone when he shows up half an hour late to every game. So,
uncalled for.
He talked a lot about UTSA. I think he's going to go to a better team, though. I'm not really sure where. I feel like it's going to be, if I had to make a guess, I think he's going to North Carolina.
Ooh, fire uniforms.
And I do have to ask, doesn't Air Force has those sweet, like, bomb helmets, right?
They got
the Mario bomb.
Air Force has a bunch of – the Air Force, Navy, and Army, since they get those the primetime ones every year for a lot of their big games, they at least Army and Navy have sick uniforms because they just get a new one. I wonder how many years worth they'll get in there, but it's going to be
sick. The aircraft carrier helmets are crazy.
Yeah,
they're so sick.
If Friday actually runs Air Force's offense, it'll be so awesome. But yeah, Boone. I like UNC for Boone. I like Tennessee for Boone, and then I like he's mentioned UTSA a bunch. I think you get an absolute random school with a bunch of cool uniforms that he could go with here. Boone, just make sure you DM me because there might be a chance I don't have a picture of the team you want ready to go. But Dr. Dark says FIU for Boone. Zeth, what do you got for Coach Brandon over here?
For Mr. Boone, I'm saying, man, as much as I want to predict the Cowboys, I don't think he will because he's talked too much about it. He wouldn't throw his business out there. We know Boone. I'm thinking he's going to go UCF. I'm thinking they have some pretty cool jerseys. I think he's going to, yeah. I don't know. I just feel it. I think he's going to like being in that conference. I think, yeah, I don't know. I feel it. I'm feeling the vibes.
UCF has cool uniforms. I can't get a read on Boone bracket with Boone. Do you think he's going small rebuild? What'd you say?
How much time I got left now?
Minute 40, I believe.
Okay. All right.
I think Boone's going Tennessee.
Yeah, I like Tennessee. The black uniforms. One of those,
Split's cool.
Yeah, they got that's not a bad situation there. Outside of that, dude, again, 134 teams. It's hard to go. You don't know who's keying in on what. It's hard to go find who someone might be interested in that you haven't even looked at. Like when we were on that podcast and someone mentioned, I think it was Southern Florida's like neon jerseys or the 305 ones for USF or whoever or FIU. Definitely could see Boone go that route. Anyone else have any predictions on our buddy Boone?
I'm kind of thinking Colorado with this new uniform and him wanting to turn over that
Coach
roster.
Boone to fill in for Coach Sanders.
His wannabe Coach Prime having ass. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that for sure.
Don't be like that, Nicholas.
It's the truest thing.
Who wouldn't want 1 year with Hunter, though? I mean, even if you only get one.
Shit, Boone, I just had this one keyed up. Hold on. All right, pick is in 1 second.
What you got for us, Boone?
1 second. Ooh.
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
Okay.
You caught Nick off guard.
Dude, well, he told me one, and then he flipped it just now, so.
Yeah.
I like it.
Damn, Boone coming down to the wire, huh?
Oh,
man, listen, bro. I'm trying. I got a list.
Sent Boone to Miami.
I scratched teams out, rewrote them in, and scratched them out again. Like
Let me grab.
Yeah, I mean, BYU is pretty cool, man.
All right, we got.
My players need to be able to have sex on campus.
Dude, BYU would be wild. That would really throw.
We believe in drugs and hookers. Okay?
Yeah, that would really turn some heads there. All right, let me just get this queued up. And sir, if you want to start talking, that's the picture you're gonna get right now. Actually, didn't come out how I wanted.
Pick the ugliest uniform to review.
Didn't come out how we wanted it to, dude. Oh, I didn't even see these jerseys for them. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna throw this one up there. Go ahead when you're
listen.
You're ready.
Took some time. Honestly, the prospect of Colorado and their uniforms that I know Deion's not gonna fuck up. That's tempting. So they're on the list as well. And when it came down to it, I'm like, okay, do I want a big team who's established? Because we might not get this chance next year. And you know what? I don't really want that. I want to build from the ground up. I want a bottom tier team. Give me James Madison.
I
want JMU.
JMU, dude. They got these black jerseys down here. Is that what I saw? These cool. Do they have black? Or they pull up a different team?
Yeah, I believe they got an awesome black one.
Oh, that picture came out blurry. Sorry about that. JMU is sick. I think that's going to be a fun one. Anyone you recruit jumps right into the starting lineup because you got no choice. I mean, that's kind of.
And then a year later, they jump to Oregon.
Yeah, there we go. Build them up, knock them down. Build them up and knock them down. All right, JMU, Boone. Do you want? Yeah, I think your little spiel there was nice. I think is exactly the way we thought you'd go. We just didn't know what team. Pride said, "I've got 50K X coins. Can I swap to Marshall?" Be in Boone's division. Anyone got any thoughts? JMU is Boone. What do we think? Here's my original question that I'll ask all of you guys. Does Boone stick with JMU the whole time and try to build them up and get them into Power 5 conference and make them like a household name? Or do we see him use them as a building block, do some cool things, and then step up and try to go somewhere else? Before that, though, I'm just going to say Busy is officially on the clock here. So
There's zero chance that Boone stays there.
Dang,
I mean, just zero chance.
Zero.
He's riding or dying with James.
He's going to give up on season 3.
No, it's because he's going to excel. He's going to do so well. There's going to be teams begging on Boone's door.
Stop it.
It's going to all come down to that quarterback that I get.
Yeah.
And if he makes me stay, if he's nice enough, I'm staying.
Dude, that's the hardest part. Even with 14, NCAA 14, you look at the recruits coming in and you're like, I can't leave right now. I'm getting all these 5 stars, like it gets tough.
Yeah, and have fun with that quarterback for 1 year until somebody comes along and takes him.
You better hope he wants to stay at your school. Yeah, that's
the scary part.
Yeah. Here, Busy's a lock, so I don't really think we have to talk much about him. He's not able to be on or respond right now. He's at church, I believe. So he is a man of God. Does anyone think he's not going with Miami?
I did that whole show for him just to find out that he's at church.
He's at church. That's
he's not even going to hear it. He's just going to see the graphic later.
Yes, exactly.
That's messed up.
But with that being said, Busy is going to rock the Hurricanes from Miami. He's going to the U. They got the cool back jerseys. He did have a little video that it looks like it.
I just got an ad going.
Okay, cool. So I'll wait and let everyone get through their ads.
Mary Ruth.
All right, sweet. Back up. Shout out Busy's video. We deleted that from here, so we don't have to deal with that shit. But we're gonna delete that, and we're gonna delete that for now. Just so.
Are you working on that? Did you want me to talk about the team I had up there?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep, you can. Yeah, go ahead.
So, I originally just in case I didn't make a pick or missed the time, I had one set in place. And it was probably going to be Coastal Carolina. I always loved the uniform, simple, clean, the teal field. Man, I would have had some fun in Coastal Carolina, but I think it just came down to I started looking up uniforms, and I was like, I really want to rebuild. I don't want something that's already established. So that just made it easier for me to back off of that Coastal Carolina. And
I think both of those were really solid choices. So yeah, you're going to be happy with either one.
Yeah, but the black, purple, and gold is just so clean.
JMU's a fun story. They've only been power or D1 for two years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fun, and they've had success.
Kennesaw State was on my list too, honestly, but Kennesaw State has like 2 years of football. Period.
It's a fun story. So Busy takes Miami, officially off the clock there, and now let's go ahead and get our next user up here to talk about, and it. Oh, we got it.
I definitely thought about ECU. Just they got too much history, Something about JMU kind of being new to D1 football, like just added to the fun. That when I look back at the history, it's not going to be a lot of it.
VBD is officially on the clock. This is another guy. We've been playing Madden with VBD for 7 years now.
Have we?
Yes, it's fairly obvious who his favorite college team is.
And no ring. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's got rings.
No brainer.
It's a no brainer. He trades for Saquon Barkley at the start of every cycle. He loves Michael Parsons. He's a Penn State guy. I'm just waiting for him to respond. It looks like he just did. Anyone see VBD going anywhere else? He's, his personality fits the boring ass Penn State jersey sometimes with his angry self. People could say that. Do you guys like Penn State jerseys? Do you think I think they're boring as shit.
They're clean but boring.
Yeah, like I talked about it on the last podcast. If they didn't wear black shoes or cleats, they'd be all right. But they wear those ugly black cleats. It looks horrible.
I will give you that. But let me tell you, those uniforms, like just by themselves outside of the shoes, they are such a clean blue and white. And it's like, I don't know. Because the Colts in the NFL have simple uniforms too. But I just feel like that blue from the Colts doesn't work. If they had the blue from the Penn State team, they'd look a lot better. So I do like Penn State uniforms. I love the whiteout. When they do the whiteout, it's fire. But again, Black cleats. What are we doing? Why can't we have blue cleats or white cleats? Or what are we doing?
Yeah, it's
Hell, pink cleats,
something
please.
I will never understand. But yeah. Anyone else have any other thoughts or guesses where VBD might go?
Anybody
Penn
guessing
State.
anything other than Penn State?
I think Penn State's unis are good for college football.
Yeah.
I just like in a game where you're like customizing every week,
dude, it's gonna
and you don't get that like like student experience. It's a little different.
Well, the pick is in. It's going to be Penn State. They're definitely going to have one of the harder, toughest places to play in the game. That's one that, they that seems like it's going to make a big, be a big play in this game. So you get the white.
Will they play Mo Bamba?
They do have Mo Bamba. They said, they got the plaque there. So, or they got the. I was reading prize tag at his Weenie Award plaque. They have Mo Bamba in there. Penn State's gonna be nice. They got another really fast defensive end, I think. Like they got, that's a nice roster, and they're in the Big Ten. So welcome to the Big Ten, sir.
Some tells me VBD doesn't really listen to Mo Bamba very often, though. Is he a big Sheck West guy?
No. Nope. I'm updating
when Swag Surf comes on, he'll just stand there and look at everybody.
I'm updating the conference sheet right now just so we can kind of look at that in a second. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to let you guys talk about our next user that's going to be on the clock. Another long-time user. He's seen his name at the top of the user rank points as high as second one time, and then as low as right now, I think, down in the 30s. But it's going to be Tosh. So Tosh is on the clock here with the number 8 pick. I know he's on the beach right now on vacation, so let's see. Go ahead and give your thoughts on Tosh.
He sent you a list, or what do you do?
No, he's going to respond.
Okay. Tosh is in Ohio, right?
He is. He's an Ohio State fan.
Oh, I would love. Oh, damn! I was about to say I would love to see the Ohio Bobcats go here because they have some dope uniforms.
Yeah, I'm wondering where he goes. Todd, he's a good user. Does his first college time? Does he roll with Ohio State? Does he let them possibly fall to NWS because he knows NWS probably wants them too? One of those things that I'm not sure. Does he want to build the team up? Does he just want to? I don't know. J-Mo, what do you got for us?
This is a tough one. I figured that I honestly thought NWS would have been ahead of him. I didn't know he had gotten so high before. He's probably the biggest wild card. Like I just have no idea. I didn't know he's an Ohio State fan. He could really change the course of the draft with this pick, quite honestly.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I'm waiting his response here.
Can we address the egregious remarks in the chat right now by Dr. Dark? Who in their right mind would choose to wear brown and orange with the bowling green freaking Eagles or whatever the hell they are, Falcons? Who would choose that? Why would you want the Cleveland Browns unis in all the college landscape of uniforms? You want the Cleveland Brown unis? Come on, bro. I would take, although the Kent State one would be fire. I love Kent State.
Yeah, that's pick is in. Let me make sure I got a graphic for this one. Anyone got any? Anyone got any guesses? Go ahead, Rob. What you got for us?
I was gonna guess Akron. I feel like I kind of thought it'd be him or NWS that would take Ohio State, but if it's not Ohio State, I'm thinking he's gonna do something like Akron or something.
We're gonna get this. This is a good pick. Let me just get it saved here. Bracket, where do you think he's going?
What about Cincy?
Cincy would be fire.
Cincy would be a cool one.
He got unis.
Cincy does have unis. I'm gonna grab one that I want here though. This is a cool one. Hold on. Dude, shout out to Quacks though, man. That intro got me hyped. So
great job. That was awesome.
Dude, I got plenty more coming. Once I did all the groundwork, it's like the possibilities are endless. You can really splice whatever you want together.
Oh yeah.
Certainly with that can-do attitude, you can.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All
Mr.
right,
Meeseeks,
there.
look at me.
Let me get this here, and then with that being said,
Walsh University is funny.
with
I'm sensing it's not Ohio State.
No, with the 8th overall pick, Tosh is going with the West Virginia Mountaineers.
Oh, they
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, Todd.
dude, that
Big 12.
he said the reason why he went to wrestling camp there and played on their field, best days of NCAA were with Steve Slayton and Noel Devine and all those guys. Definitely fun times for sure. So Tosh was the 8th pick, and he goes West Virginia.
I haven't even seen those black unis. Those are nice.
Man,
Yeah,
just
they're
came
sick.
this year, the Cole uniforms. Oh my god.
Yeah, they got
Those
sweet
are
ones.
sick.
And then they went. They just redid. Didn't they just redo all their blue, their yellow, their white ones, anyways?
And
So
they got gray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got all new uniforms, and then you throw these black ones in there. You got options. Pat McAfee hype too.
They
There
have
you
to
go,
be
yeah.
a top. They have to be a top 3 NCAA 14 team.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Pat
yeah.
White.
Yes, that they do. That the Steve Slayton team and Pat White and Noel Devine. That was the most fun. That was when you could run triple option. It was so fun. Let me just move it to our next user here so we can keep this thing going.
In fact, that was the team I was going with at the start of the draft. That's who I had at the top of the list.
Well, I know this next guy's gonna be kind of bummed because he's officially on the clock, and it's Guac, and he he did just send me this West Virginia jersey too. So I know Guac was probably bummed. But
More content, buddy.
on the clock. Yeah, Tasha's won that one cycle. He finished second. It might have been his first cycle here. He jumped up a second. It really helped his rank point total in this this down the stretch here. So Guac on the clock. Bracket. You have some inside scoop here. Let's go. Where's Guac going? Ooh, pick is in.
It
quick.
was West Virginia.
Whoa, pick is in quick, but keep going. Fill the time. Unless you don't feel comfortable.
I don't have any insight. I don't have any inside information.
Quacks,
We didn't talk about it at all.
Quacks, if you're
Go
Guac,
knock on his door and ask him.
if you're Guac, where are you going, Quacks? You got the guy who lives in your house. Well, you live in his house. I don't even know if these are their uniforms, but I'm freaking posting these ones. These are sick.
You're about to start posting like
fake
fan-made.
edits, dude. Give me all of them. Where do you got? Where do you think Guac will go, Quacks?
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, it sounds like you guys keep your little division rivalry to Madden. Is Guac a bigger college football fan than you are, Bracket?
Negative.
Negative.
Oh, so we're just throwing darts here.
We're just guessing. So he's got nothing in there.
Well, where did Bracket go?
Bracket went to Florida State.
FSU. Yep.
All right, Florida Atlantic.
You think you'd rather be in state than in conference?
Yeah. So he could still get the rivalry, but they could pretend like they didn't want to be in the same conference.
You know, I'll say this: I don't know much about Guac other than he's a demon
Asshole.
of a D-line user.
Dude, asshole.
And I started watching some of these highlight tapes of some of these returning college players, and this dude Deion Walker from Kentucky is like one of the biggest freaks I've ever seen in college football.
Kentucky's got a few freaks.
Yeah,
with their
and they got nice
receiver.
uniforms.
Yeah, go ahead, Kentucky.
Kentucky's a sleeper pick.
Interesting, Rob. What do you got for Guac?
Well, I was thinking something like North Carolina. I'm seeing Clemson pop up a lot.
Yeah, if you see the chat right now, Guac to Clemson, FSU versus Clemson.
Yeah,
Dr. Dark says Virginia.
I was thinking North Carolina. They've got some pretty cool uniforms.
I like that.
UNC. I'm telling you, UNC, man. That was, if I didn't go Oregon, I was going UNC. All right. Well, the pick is in. He is rolling with the Turtles, the Maryland Terrapins.
Wow,
I like
he
it.
is headed to dude. Maryland's got options, and if they let them keep all their throwbacks with the flag helmet and everything,
yeah,
yep. It's and then their new ones with the writing on it, and like Maryland, they're Under Armour U. They're what Nike. Well, Under Armour is a significantly lesser brand than Nike, but
relax yourself.
They are, but
relax yourself.
If there was another company out there that was close to Nike, Maryland would be Oregon for that company. So, Yeah, so you got the Terps, man. I think that's gonna be fun. It's can someone in the Big Ten please take a team that can compete roster wise with Nick? Oh, it doesn't matter. My roster will be decimated by season 2 because I'm bringing it all freshmen. We're gonna be all right. Maryland, yeah, I didn't think we'd see Maryland going this early, but I like the pick for Glock. I think that's gonna be cool. And like Quack said early in the show, when you have no team affiliation really, you just free to go wherever you want. So
Big Ten is full.
Big Ten, yeah.
I'm fighting mine as hard as I can, man. It's like I want to get away from these like few teams that I like. I want somebody else to take them so I can get just
Big 12.
Let loose.
Yeah. Well, with the next pick, number 10, we're finally around at the top 10. NWS is on the clock, and I think we all know where he is going to go here.
I think that's as easy
Michigan,
as
right?
Yeah.
Man, more Big Ten.
Load up the UM border.
Yeah, it's just going to be a quick one, I believe.
Gotta be Ohio State, right?
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason. I think that's part of the reason Tosh didn't take him was so NWS could get him.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's what friends do, you know. Ooh, he's
all right. Well, Ohio State would be nice and boring. So with that, I'll talk about Maryland.
Yeah.
So that Maryland pick was a good one, though. I mean, they in 2007 they had major renovations to their stadium, increasing their capacity to 54,000 from 34,000. So that was a big that crowd's going to be loud, boys. And then you got Stephon Diggs, DJ Moore, Darnold Savage. Bro, they a lot of talents come out of Maryland. That's a good pick.
I'm gonna drive down there and see my man go. I mean, down the street.
We just drove by you earlier.
What, College Park?
Yeah.
Hey, there it is. You didn't even say hi. That's crazy.
We drove down to Virginia for the day.
A good lead up for
came back this morning.
He almost had me for a second, but he didn't. He could have picked any other team he was talking about, and I would have fell for it. But with his first post, I knew he was trolling me. He is gonna go with the Ohio State Buckeyes. They're not, dude. I think outside of Oregon, Oregon, Georgia, and Ohio State, probably the 3 best rosters in college football right now. I don't know about video game wise, but like real life wise, those are probably the big 3 right now. Ohio State, dude, they got
biased, right?
Ohio. No, that's not biased at all. Ohio State went out and spent so much money this offseason. They got Chip Kelly as their offensive coordinator, which is the greatest football mind in all of sports, or in all of football. And then you just load every single guy that hit the transfer portal was headed to Ohio State. So Buckeyes receiving core is nasty. It's going to be, it'll be a tough team to beat. And that is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I put Ohio State's 5 Big Ten teams off the board in the top 10. Don't say fuck Chip Kelly. He's the greatest coach in all of sports ever.
Whoa, who said that?
Braff, because he's the Eagles fan. He didn't do it. The Eagles messed him up. He won 10 games back-to-back season for you guys. NWS did say
a very talented roster.
he got rid of a bunch of overpaid divas. So I don't need to hear your bullshit about
ridiculous.
All your fake guys.
Nick, we're not doing this live on air. I'm not doing this with you.
But NWS did say, he goes, thinking about joining Tosh. Shadur Sanders could be nice, or TCU. And he said U of H, I am in Houston. And then I just put the nut emoji, and then he sent a bunch of gifts of Ohio State. So it's going, he's going to the Buckeyes, and let's go ahead.
Add him to the dweeb plaque or the
weenie plaque.
Weenie plaque, yeah.
All right, next on the clock. I think this is another super obvious one, but we'll pretend we don't know what's happening. Drew is on the clock at number 11 here. I think this is a lock, guy who's been around for a while, and we know he's a Notre Dame fan. Will he take Notre Dame? I think, kind of like one of you guys mentioned, I think it was JMO at the start of the show that, first time in 10 years you get to play the game. Like, a lot of people are going to take their favorite team. JMO, do you see Drew going anywhere other than the Golden Domers?
No, I think Notre Dame's interesting because you could sort of put them in any division you want, probably. So I think that gives you options. Plus, man, those unis, those green ones, the green and gold, and I don't know, those they got some hot unis. I like them.
I think
no love for Notre Dame, huh?
I like
a lot of potential with the independents. A lot of potential,
dude. So that's what I was thinking too. It could be good or bad for you because you're getting a pretty much customized schedule almost every year. We don't know how that's going to look. We don't know if you're going to get a bunch of users, you're going to get hard teams. Like that's an interesting. Do you try to join a conference right away because you don't? I think that would be interesting. His pick is in though, so let's go ahead and pull that up. We're gonna try to go a little faster, even though we want to enjoy every bit of this, but we don't want to be here till 11 o'clock at night.
Yes, we do.
With that being said, though, the pick is in. He's going Notre Dame. He said, "I'm headed 54 miles down the road to South Bend, Indiana, Notre Dame." That'll be interesting. If you're Drew and you take Notre Dame and you want to join a conference, do you go for the Big Ten? Do you go for the ACC? Do you go down south to the SEC? Where nowadays you can join anywhere. Maybe you go to the Pac-12. Who knows? But a lot of options, a lot of options with that situation, and they got a good roster. I feel I really like what they did recruiting wise with what's the dude's name? How come I can't remember their coach's name? Marcus Freeman. Any thoughts on Notre Dame? Quacks, you got any deep dive on Notre Dame here? Any players you like?
They got. I think they have a defensive lineman too. That's a beast. They got a lot of players. I mean, they have the pedigree. I remember my grandma watching Notre Dame games, and I didn't even know why. She just watched them all. She didn't even like football. So I mean, that's saying something. With the independent things, it's going to be interesting because I think a lot of people are probably not going to want to add Drew to just a random schedule just to fit in another game. So it'll be, I mean, and that happens in real life, right? I mean, you don't want to take some out of conference game just to get your shit kicked in. So we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. And Notre Dame, it's one of those teams that they have enough options to keep you. It's kind of like NFL. You get a couple different jerseys, not and all of them wear the same color.
They got the Shamrock series.
Yeah. But like you said, I think you get a lot of things with recruiting that'll help with Notre Dame. But like you see on the screen right now, Riot. So we've had some wild cards. So let's talk. This is a true wild card. Riot lives in Switzerland, and I'm not sure if he follows college football. So as much as so this is a true wild card. I don't know where our buddy Riot's going. I do know because he sent me a list, but off the top, his list is a bunch of random teams. Does everyone give me your best guess for where Riot's going? Who wants to go first?
I'm saying
I would have guessed Bama or something.
Bama,
Texas Tech.
Well, what else we got?
Mahomes went there.
I'll throw in Georgia, because I figure he probably wants to match up with ARV.
Ooh. Where's ARV?
Where's
Akron.
We know where ARV's probably going to be going if I had to guess.
That makes sense.
Where is he at again? He's in Switzerland?
Yeah, dude, that's a good memory, JMO. I didn't even remember that for a second. Wow. I remember a lot.
Switzerland. Swiss cheese. Cheese in Wisconsin. Wisconsin Badgers.
Whoa. There you go.
I like the dots you drew there.
Link it up.
With that being said, ARV has made his decision, and he is going to be.
Wait! You said ARV. Are we
not ARV?
Riot or ARV?
Riot. He's going to be a Georgia Bulldog. So Riot is taking Georgia.
Sick.
Wow.
Other teams on his list, I'll just read them off. He was Georgia, Syracuse, Iowa, Notre Dame, Nevada, East Carolina, Arizona, Toledo. So he had a bunch of different teams on there.
Wow.
Yeah, he was all over the place. So he said Georgia, and I was like, oh, okay. He was just going to take a list of the best teams. And then it was just Syracuse. I was like, what? Huh? So, but good for him, man. ARV is rocking. How many SEC teams off the board?
Riot.
Riot.
That's the first one.
Yeah. First SEC
Team
team.
together, damn it.
Yep.
Dude, they're all No, I'm just kidding. That's not allowed to say that. Riot. So that's that. So here's a big shout out. Number 13 here with the 13th overall pick. It's going to be Nairi. Which shout out to Nairi, dude. He hasn't been here that long, especially as long as some of these other people underneath him. So shout out Nairi working his way up the board here. Nairi lives out by you, Boone, right?
Yeah. I think he lives out here in Maryland.
Do we think
you guys play golf yet?
No.
I don't think Nairi plays golf.
Two brothers hitting the links.
I told you I'll bring the Coronas.
Whoa.
Hold on. Let's see if we can find something.
Talk about it. What do you? Do you think he wanted to go Maryland?
Nah, because I don't think he has any ties. I don't know if is he actually from Maryland. He just live here right now.
I don't know.
I was under the impression he was just here.
Yeah.
I think he's from there. Nairi, let us know in the chat if you're from Maryland. Dang, probably he's from DC.
Well, Howard's not D1, so don't worry about it.
Called you and Nairi. Probably called you and Nairi two caddies.
Yeah.
You don't want no smoke either.
Wow. What do you got? Do you think he's sticking in that area? Do you think he's got another team in mind? Does Nairi just want to win? He takes a big time team.
Born and raised DC, huh?
Yeah, born and raised to the
boy. Okay.
He's a Houston fan in football. I wonder
Texans. Interesting.
I wonder if he would be like Houston Cougars or something.
Okay. One more to look at.
What about Loyola? Are they D1?
All right. So
no.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Nairi, Virginia Tech.
Ooh, Va Tech.
Yeah,
Anyone else? Anyone
Marcus
else have
Michael Vick? You know that little
interesting.
That little history there.
Anyone have any other thoughts here for Nairi? Bracket, what do you got? What do you think Nairi's doing? He's muted.
Colorado's still out there.
I'm thinking.
Colorado is still out there.
I have no idea.
I would not have expected this, to be honest, but I like this pick. Pick is in. The 13th overall pick, Nairi is going with Boise State, the Broncos.
They were on my list earlier today.
Dude,
that was my lock.
We'll see how long you can handle the blue. But the good thing about college, dude, if you get 2 seasons on the blue field, you're sick of it. You hit the coaching carousel and you're out of there. So
you better do good enough to have another job.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Let's do a quick. We'll look at the draft board real quick. Nairi goes to Boise State.
What is this picture?
Dude, I don't know. They took their pictures out by some water.
In front of a pier.
Dude, there were some sweet ones.
Idaho.
There were some sweet ones.
They're in Idaho.
There might be some lakes, bro. I
thought I was the only one to notice.
They had some cool one. I should have used this one with the sledgehammer or the black jersey. The black jerseys. They got black jerseys, gray jerseys. They're a team that if they give you all the historical jerseys, Boise's got some sweet ones.
The black one with like the horse outline and silver on the helmet.
Yeah, yep. They got white ones with they got some sweet ones. So and you can go orange, blue, orange, 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 orange. You can go every color. The gray pants,
those helmets with the enlarged logo were so filthy.
Yeah. So we got Nairi going there. So real quick, right after, if you look right, first 13 picks in, a lot of Big Ten, one ACC, wherever the hell Air Force is. James Madison. It's it's gonna be Ohio State, Notre Dame, Georgia. A lot of quote unquote blue bloods and big name schools going though. Curious to see how the back half of this draft goes if we start seeing some of the smaller teams go. So let's see. With the 14th overall pick, I think you could consider this a little bit of a wild card too, but it's gonna be Brap on the clock.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going LSU.
Ooh, LSU.
He likes defensive line. He likes defense. I think that works for him.
That would, dude. LSU's gonna have like the toughest stadium to play. I think they said.
Yeah, Death Valley.
Yeah, I think. And they got a good roster. I think, and you get all the recruiting benefits. That could be a good pick for Brap. When you think defensive line, yeah, you probably do think LSU, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. They're Georgia.
Yeah, well, Georgia, you can think of literally every position if you wanted to.
Thinking Brap goes either to the Rutgers or because of how big of a fan he is of Jalen Hurts, might take Alabama.
Where's he? Is Brap in Philly? No, he's
in Jersey.
Brap's in Jersey because I had to send him that monitor.
Oh.
Dude, what if he just goes Michigan, finish that rivalry, get us another user on for that rivalry?
I don't know if Brad will go Michigan. I think Brad's going to take. He did his research because he sent me a list. He sent me a list of teams he was thinking of, and there's like 15 on here, and then a bunch of ones he had to check out. So I think he responded just now saying okay, so he's looking. But let me pull. I don't know. I think if I'm gonna get the conference update. Whoa, pick is in. Okay, not the team I had just pulled the image up for. I'm gonna be honest. But I'm gonna get that ready.
That Big Ten conference of y'all's is really gonna hold this league up.
Nah.
All them damn user games.
Not the Ducks. Not the Ducks. All right, pick.
Not the Gophers.
Pick is in.
And I'm guessing Pitt.
Ooh. Well, Rob, you, sir, guessed wrong. It is the Tennessee Volunteers.
Ooh.
Brad.
Good pick.
That seems like a really fun pick.
I think Brad's gonna be horrible with the uniforms and stuff. He's gonna put like white shoe, black shoe. It's gonna be all bad because you see what Brad does in Madden. But Tennessee has some really cool jerseys. Even the normal they're a classic, clean white helmets, orange jerseys, white pants. But they still have like a little flavor to them. Like I really like those. The helmets are sweet. Yeah, that's a good pick. I think it's a cool stadium. I think the end zones being the little checkerboard is cool. Let's go ahead. That's a good pick for Brap. I didn't see that one coming. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna.
I think they have a cool intro too.
They do the T thing or whatever it is.
Yep.
He did he had Tennessee as his second team on his list, so that was he was considering SMU and went with Tennessee. All right,
SMU.
I think we got
Where's
another.
SMU?
Hey, listen, Brap just said in the chat, I fell in love with the uniforms. Nick, I am not going.
Okay. Someone screenshot that. All right, next on the clock. I think we got a really easy one here because his name is Sparty. So we will see where Sparty goes.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Michigan State.
Yeah.
San Jose Spartans.
Ooh.
He's been tricking you guys the whole time just so you wouldn't take them because they were so desirable.
The whole time he goes with a lot of people did it. A lot of San Jose State love in the DM. This is gonna be a quick pick though. Yep. You can lock this one in, fellas. We can lock in the Spartans of Michigan State. Throw another one in the Big Ten. They got sweet uniforms. They crossed what Boone was saying a little bit early on when it was my pick. Those uniforms were sweet. They got the black, they got the white. I love the stripe on their helmet. That's like the block S is so cool. But if you can go all white, if you can go all white and all black, and then Michigan State's got a bunch of different throwback or different old school ones that you can use too if they put them in the game. So that's fun, and it's a team you get a chance to build up a little bit. Like they're not a super powerhouse, but they're in a big conference. You're gonna be playing some tough games, but I think that's a fun one. So Michigan State.
Now, am I right in assuming they have the and I thought this was really clean that this is them. The forest green jerseys with like the neon.
Don't talk about those. Those are ugly.
You don't like them?
No.
I love those.
The block, no, they're horrible. Someone got fired over those for sure.
No shot.
If you don't,
those are so bad. They're so bad.
Look those up because they are horrible.
They are not horrible. You better wear those, Sparty. You wear them with pride.
They are not going to put those in the game.
Go State.
It looks like it like rendered incorrectly, and the letters were like too big.
I'm pulling
State.
I'm gonna pull
rock
up on the
those,
screen.
Sparty. Oh, Neon, you suck, Sparty.
Horrible. Neon will never be worn. Yeah, no, thank you. They were bad. All right, so Sparty was number 15, so 16, the official halfway point. 16 is gonna be another guy who hasn't been here that long, but he worked his way up, and it's KOTB. So shout out KOTB. You, sir, are officially on the clock. This is another guy, wild card pick. He's thrown a bunch of team names out in chat, but I have no idea. Has anyone talked to KOTB? Anyone know where he's leaning?
No, in real life he's a Jets fan. but I don't know. I don't know where he's from.
He's in that area, I believe.
I'm calling SMU.
SMU.
I saw a couple Mustang gifts.
I was trying to figure out if that was Oklahoma State Cowboys, SMU. He's been kind of promoting, I think, starting at a smaller school too. I think he wanted to do that.
I might have had an SMU on the mind, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we'll see.
They're on my list.
SMU's nice. They got cool jerseys.
What did I miss? I missed a couple. I saw Tennessee went to somebody.
I'll pull up the
Nairi, Boise State.
Yep.
Raptuck, Tennessee.
Yep. Sparty went Michigan State. No shock there.
I was talking to Nairi earlier before he whooped my ass in XCFL, and he was talking about a couple teams he was looking at, and Boise State was one of them.
Yeah, Boise will be fun. We are going to see, and the cool part is, like, if you do regret your decision at all, there's going to be so many teams to still pick from, and like maybe the team you wanted gets freed up when someone like if I leave Oregon and Oregon frees up and someone else can jump to Oregon, like it's maybe I get fired. There's a chance you get fired. So things could look very different year 2 and year 3. What did Air V said? He started his master's degree there. Is he talking KOTB started his master's somewhere? They're in the same division, so I believe him.
Maybe he's considering the Trojans. Maybe some USC action.
Dude, they got, what's his name? The little Zachariah Branch or whatever his name is, the little fast dude on their team. He's a beast.
Straight dog.
I thought he would, dude. There were rumors he was transferring to Oregon. Oh man, I'm still hoping it. Maybe we'll get a roster update and he'll transfer there.
I watched him play one game. I said, "Who the fuck is that, bro?"
He's a beast. He'd probably be like 5th or 6th string at Oregon though, so I probably wouldn't transfer if I was him.
He'd be gadget. He'd be gadget though. They make him look real good by his senior year.
Whoa.
Wide receiver room is looking tight in Eugene. Hard to squeeze in there.
Pick is in, and I didn't have this one on there, but I think I like it.
My guess was going to be Rutgers.
Oh yeah.
A valid assumption.
Think you got this one right, Rob?
I haven't got one yet, so no, I'm not feeling very good about it.
There's no better time than the present. Let me pull this up. Give me the Rutgers logo ready. Uh-oh. It's graphics.
We'll give you an update on the plaque while we're waiting. So far, the weenies are Nick, Brackett, NWS, and Drew. So probably don't keep us.
So KOTB with the 16th overall pick. I'm going to pull his graphic back on the board there real quick. He is going to take the San Diego State Aztecs. SDSU, baby.
Oh, nice.
So we get
their uniforms are so different and filthy.
Yeah, dude, look at the shoulder pads there, and you got the black.
That's
cool. And I'm pretty sure they had cool uniforms in the past too. Like I think you'll have a couple different options if they give you more than 3 or 4. But San Diego State, that's top 16 pick. Shout out San Diego State. The XCFL loves you. All right, KOTB, good stuff there, sir. Let's go ahead. Next on the clock is our other brother from across the pond, Air V. Air V is a diehard Texas Longhorn fan. His Twitch name is Longhorn76. So I'm assuming he's joining the Big Ten as well. And he even messaged me before I even could message him. He was on the clock. Anyone have an idea where Air V's going? Anyone?
I'll go with Texas.
There you
go.
Why
would Texas be in the Big Ten? Am I confused?
SEC.
Yeah,
Ooh,
they're
SEC,
not. They're
SEC.
not in the Big Ten.
Thank goodness.
I heard
Keep
that
them
too,
out of there.
Jimmo.
Yeah. Keep them out. Keep all the teams out of the Big Ten. All right. Well, Air V is going to go with the Texas Longhorns. Lock it in, dude. Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Quacks. I'm sure you have something, but Texas has some speed. You get Isaiah Bond over from Alabama at wide receiver. They got some serious speed all over the field at Texas.
And Ewers is going to get some love. The cover athlete.
Yeah.
Those 3 dudes are going to be juiced to the to the top. I mean,
yeah, yours is probably going to be 99 overall, and probably have some of the better mental abilities and physical abilities. But you get a year of him, and then you gotta have a plan quick. But Texas recruiting,
no Arch.
yeah, Texas recruiting is going to be really good. Yeah, no Arch Manning in the pipeline there. But I think Texas is going to have everything you need recruiting wise, because there's whatever the equivalent of NIL is, branding or whatever they were calling it, brand exposure. Texas will be,
Maxed.
Yeah,
maxed
they'll
out
be
at
at
that.
the top.
So, yeah. All right, Texas off the board to Air V. Let's see here next on the clock. Oh, it is. There's no chance we get a response here. It's Mike Chadwick. So there's no chance we get a response here.
Mike Chadwick going to Rutgers?
That would be a good Rutgers guess.
Start the timer.
Yeah, who do we think Chad would like to run?
Arizona,
play?
number one party school.
Ruin.
Dude, that would be Arizona for party school, but
Arizona State.
He's a Rutgers fan, so I could see if he responds. That's where he'll go. Will he respond? We don't know. We got 4 minutes going. Chad's an interesting one though. I think he was one of the users that he was trying to decide between XCFL and Campus Legends, because he was being realistic with himself that he probably wouldn't be able to do both. So he's gonna go college, and he's gonna sit out of XCFL. So we'll have an opening there. Someone can jump in at the end of the cycle. We'll see.
Is he actually a Rutgers fan, or is he? I know he's from New York, but
he is. But
so there's no way.
I don't know, man. Dude, they have what? All grays, all black, all white. I think they got some cool ones.
They got some.
They have reds too, right?
They have all the reds are sweet. Yeah, they all red, so that you can go every color, which is like a huge,
Yeah, I mean he could be like me and just really hate to see his favorite team get ran into the ground.
Well, dude, the interesting part too is Rutgers is in the Big Ten. That's not where Chad's gonna want to be. If we're gonna be honest. That is not. But the pick is in. So let me grab this real quick.
Wow. So he did answer.
Well, he sent me. I scrolled up on our messages, and he did send me a list. Oh, back, just in case. Dude, if you're
a little premonition there.
Chad is a little self-aware, a little bit, not too much, but he has a little self-awareness.
I mean,
not much, but enough to think that he would not be here. With that being said,
make the weenie pick back?
Nah, any pick Chad makes is a weenie pick, if we're being honest. But he is going to go with the Scarlet Knights, and he's going to take Rutgers. I did, Dr. Dark said the new helmet is clean too. These ones with the silver knight on the black helmet are so filthy. You got options there. I just think you're the worst roster and the worst recruiting pitch, like everything in the loaded Big Ten. Really nice jerseys though. I think that, other than Adidas, but everything else, I think Rutgers is a pretty good pick there. So let's see. That was pick number 18. Oh, here comes another one. There we go. Mr. Big Smitty is on the clock. Big Smits. I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen him talk in chat at all. I'm going to see what's going on, but he's on the clock. So we'll start those 4 minutes here.
Yeah, he was in the Discord, so he's alive.
Okay. Yeah, good. He's a Oklahoma fan. I know that. Lives there currently. Do we think
your memory is impeccable? I just want you to know that.
He's because he's always fighting for Jalen Hurts. That was the big Jalen Hurts dude. OU, same thing. SEC school now. So that starts you get a little Texas OU rivalry if he goes there. Throw Georgia in the mix. J-Mo called it too. You get Raya as Georgia, Air V as Texas. Both of the offshore, not the offshore, but the over the pond users go SEC. So pick is in. He is alive. Rob, where's he going?
I mean, Oklahoma makes sense. It's kind of not the best uniforms, but I'll say Oklahoma.
Rob, you, sir, are correct. He's going Boomer Sooner. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be really cool to see what he can do out there. You get, well, how many SEC teams now? Does that give us? 3? We should have a tally. Georgia, Tennessee.
4
Yeah, just 4.
Yeah.
Yep. And
4.
the 2 Euros. Yep. There we go.
You got that Red River rivalry there.
Yeah, and then, oh, you know what? Yeah, I was gonna say if someone takes Oklahoma State, but Oklahoma State not even in the conference with them anymore. So, all right, Smitty goes with the Sooners. Next up, Tide Pod. Let's hit up our boy. Oh wow, the timing of that is wild. He DM'd me just in case I missed my pick. Tide, I have no clue with Tide Pod. I think he is our youngest member in the XCFL. Does anyone know who he's a fan of? Anyone? I don't think he's a 49er fan in real life. I think, he's Indy. He's Colts fan.
Yeah, he's a big Colts fan, right?
Yeah, big Colts fan. Biggest Colts fan I know. I know Jiggy's in the chat.
Maybe some Purdue.
I was gonna say I don't know if it's
He's
bigger
the
than
best Colts fan there is.
The only Colts fan I know.
Jiggy could have took the Hoosiers.
Yeah, Jiggy would have to start with UL Monroe or something. There would be no option of that. Pick is in. That was a quick one for Tide Pod. Let me pull this up. Of course, the graphic is not there. Oh, it is. I knew this team would go. I thought this team would go earlier. I'm gonna be honest.
Appalachian State.
Close. Ole Miss. Not close. Ole Miss clean jerseys. You get the baby blue, you get the dark blue, you got the reds, you got the whites. SEC school though. SEC starting to fill up here.
Here they go.
A little bit, yeah. I think and dude, there I mentioned Georgia, Oregon, Ohio State. If you look right after those 3, Ole Miss's transfer portal that they pulled this offseason and some of their prospects. Yeah, Lane Kiffin's got the boys ready to go. So
yeah, it's gonna be scary down there.
Yeah, that might be the best other than Georgia, them and Texas, I guess, but right up there for one of the best rosters in the SEC. So, yeah, there we go. Ole Miss for Tide Pod.
How do we feel about have you seen the Realtree helmets?
Ole Miss Realtree helmets. I'm gonna look at them. I bet you
they're wild.
The LSU and Bama users. Whoa, those are sweet.
Right? Kind of crazy.
Oh, those are sick. It look like they're splattered with paint, kind of.
But it's like it's that true camo.
Dude, I like those. Hey, Taipa, you want to switch teams? No. That's 2 ACC. There's Dr. Dark. 2 ACC, 1 Big 10, or 1 Big 12, 5 SEC, 3 and other. Yeah. All right. Tide Pod off the clock. We'll move on to pick number 21. And he is in this call, and it is Zeth.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
Take a minute, think about it, even though we probably know where you're going.
Your boys are still there, I think.
Think about it a little bit. Does that we know he's a Kansas Jayhawk fan, Rock Chalk Jayhawks, all that good stuff. Anyone talk to Zeth? Anyone know where they think he might be leaning other than Kansas? Or is he locked? He did mention earlier, he threw that little tidbit in there. Some people don't want to see their favorite team losing. You know, maybe it means he's going somewhere else.
I would say that he's not going to put himself through the same torture that Rob submits to each Madden.
Oh, man.
Dang. Poor Rob just catching some strays. I did have this graphic ready. I'm going to be honest. I figured.
Reaching for the weenie board, maybe.
He's going with that.
I mean, there's only 3 more spots on that weenie board after Tide Pod and Smitty's been added. Air V also.
We're going to need an extension.
Zeth, when you're ready, you can go ahead and announce your pick. I got the graphic ready for you.
Oh, to the surprise of everybody, we were rocking and chalking, baby.
Kansas,
Hell
dude,
yeah.
Kansas's football program has turned around a little bit, and they got some sweet jerseys. The helmet is clean with the red and the picture on the screen here. Those are like my favorite ones. The all white with the red and blue stripes up there. Whoo! And
Congratulations, Z.
Did any other
I
team
appreciate it.
cross your mind, or were you locked in?
No. I would have made a last minute something fun, some silly school, and that's it. But I didn't assume anybody was going to take Kansas. So even though they got one of the best quarterbacks coming back, just was a little hurt last year, but stud running back, like I said on the last podcast, dude, I'm stoked. I'm so happy. I'm ready to fucking go.
Yeah, I think it's always fun when you get your team, especially and I think we did bring up a lot of Kansas was talked about on some of the podcasts, and if anyone did go look at their uniforms, there was, and their quarterback, like you said, there was a chance someone else could have been thinking Kansas. So, but I'm happy they felled you here at 21. So, all right, Kansas
Yes, sir.
Jayhawks off the board. Did you think they were going to get picked before you?
No, not in the slightest.
All right, next.
I'll be honest. I had Kansas number 2. Like I loved Kansas's uniforms and everything. Like they're tight. That's a good pick.
Oh, let's go.
Dang.
Probably the second best corner in the country after Travis Hunter.
Yep. That's super exciting. Hopefully I'll have him long enough to do some shit with him, with Kobe,
I'm surprised he didn't transfer, to be honest.
Well, that's rude.
Well, I just think he could have got a massive bag from somewhere, dude. Like you're sitting there chilling in Kansas.
Maybe he did.
Yeah,
where would you rather be?
What the bag Kansas can give you compared to freaking Georgia? Yeah, right. At least Travis Hunter
got the whole bag from Kansas.
Travis Hunter turned down Georgia to stay with Deion, not for Kansas. Like, what are we doing here?
Bro, the national championship Kansas.
Yeah, he wants to watch their basketball team choke in the
That's right.
John Baugh on the clock here. He made it known he wanted Rutgers as well. He falls a couple spots below Chad. But hopefully he gets a team he likes. Hopefully he responds. Ooh. Hey, I'll even use the graphic you sent. Whoa. So we're not going with the second or third team. Interesting. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. I'll read the teams off for you in no order. UConn, Maryland, Temple, Rutgers, Liberty.
Ew.
Where do we out of those ones? I knew you guys wouldn't guess them. So where do we think he's going?
I can see Liberty.
Mental hospital, bro. What?
Temple.
The mental hospital. Come on. Does Temple have the little baby blues that they have like Tulane color blues, or do they? Because they have nice uniforms. The Liberty has that's the Malik. That's where Malik. What's his name went? The guy who faked that he was a good Samaritan before the draft and still sucked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cunningham.
Just making sure that guy. Let me grab this bad boy. We got the pick is in. Where did you guys?
I mean, it's a pretty clever list. Let's give him his due. All right,
dude. I'm cool with it. I think.
I think we need Boone to say something positive. We don't get to move on until Boone says something positive.
Boone said, "A mental hospital." Dang, why won't this picture work? We're gonna take this one instead. Then sorry.
I was guessing Temple.
Temple, says Rob. Well, pick is. Let me get that there. Okay. Other than Busy's, this one is the most difficult one to make work right now, and it's not
because
even
none of the uniforms look good. I get it. I understand.
You're kind of right there. So I was surfing through a little bit to try to find one that I was happy with.
Just find like the library.
There we go.
Clearly in school for education.
pick is in,
Damn.
and he's going with Temple. The Temple Owls.
They're smart school.
Dude, the jerseys aren't bad. I like the shoulder
Hoot,
pads on
hoot.
that one. Hoot hoot. He's hoot hoot. Oh man, no, I like. So in his order, he had Rutgers as 1, Liberty as 2, UConn 3, Temple 4, Maryland 5. So he did jump down to his 4th pick here and go with Temple. That's surprising pick. I know nothing about Temple's roster. I like that white helmet they have too. They the same, like their jerseys are nice. So I think this is a jersey pick because you can go all white, all black, all gray, all red. So that's you got options for the whole cycle. Van has just expressed his disapproval with a yuck in chat. So Van is not happy, or he wanted Temple. We don't know. All right, next up, Nick Ebanks on the clock. I have no clue. I don't even know where Ebanks is from. I think he's binary.
You said binary?
No.
Oh,
This just took a turn.
That's his business,
Oh.
not mine. That's
We're,
his business.
we're into the
not mine.
20s now.
Pride
Huh?
Month.
He's a
It is
Cali.
Pride Month.
Oh, he's a Cali boy, says
Oh.
Nairi. A Cali? Does he go
Yeah.
USC, UCLA? Does he go
Well, you don't
Cal?
go USC because
no.
there's no uniforms there.
UCLA.
UCLA?
Imagine you can only change the top of your
Oh,
uniform. That's
dude,
what
that'd
you do.
be so bad.
And you're stuck with yellow pants no
Oh.
matter what. Jesus.
That would
That's
be
what I'm
You can't even
so
touch a black
bad.
fucking accessory.
That would be so bad. No, if you stay there, you gotta go UCLA, unless you're a fan of USC, I guess.
Nah.
I mean, there's Fresno.
Fresno,
No,
yeah.
I say UCLA.
Well,
If he's a
I'll tell you
Cali
this.
kid and you got to think you want to have a little fun, I'm thinking maybe Stanford.
That is not fun. Do I get Christian McCaffrey back?
Nah, but you get black
What-
unis.
What's fun about Stanford?
Get
Van
black
said, "Ho."
Dude, their logo's a tree.
I think he quoted Boone. He said, "Hoes on campus."
You go to UCLA for that. You go to Pasadena. I don't know if you've been to USC.
Ebanks' pick is in. He said he is from Los Angeles. He is going with the UCLA Bruins.
Oh, you see?
Ooh,
Even
Hey,
he knew.
I got it right.
There you go,
You go-
Rob.
Rob's rolling now.
Close to the hood, bro.
Yeah, UCLA. There we go. I like that pick. I think they got the color. The color gold they use seems to be getting worse and worse every year. I feel like with their new uniforms. But I think
getting like darker or something.
The when they stick with the actual gold, the blue and the white is clean together. So I like that's a good. You'll have a couple options, I think. And what conference are they in again? Are they big? Are they ACC or something? Where Big 12? Where's UCLA even at anymore? Oh, they went Big 10, huh? Right?
They're Big Ten.
Yeah, fill it up. There we go. All
Okay,
right, we got
never
UCLA
knew
off the board there, and we are going with next up the second best user we have in the league because he is Oregon Ducks fan, and we're going with Quacks. Quacks, you are on the clock, sir. Take your time and just DM me your pick before you make it so I can get the graphic queued up for you. Was he the one who just accidentally popped out of chat?
Yeah, what was it?
You're on the clock.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm
Take
on-
your time. Just DM me before you make it so I can get it ready. Unless you got it ready. Maybe your team fell.
my team fell. I was kind of expecting it. I was worried about them getting picked, and
Yeah.
it was
no,
foolish the
that's-
whole time.
I got that.
Fox,
ready.
you've been all over the place with all sorts of different options. I'm excited to see what you landed on.
He's he's Oregon fan. He's out there in Oregon. He's a real Oregon fan, not a fake one like me out here in Michigan. Do you want to go ahead and just talk us through your pick? Maybe
Somebody get a sound clip.
That's no. Hey, I'm honest about where I'm at. Do you want to go ahead and talk us through your decision, and then you can lead up to who you're taking, and I can play it when you're ready.
Yeah, so I went with the real hometown boys. I went to Oregon, but I'm from Oakland, California. I work at UC Berkeley, so I went with the Bears.
There it is, the Cal Bears, one of the
Wow.
last remaining. Wait, what the? They're in the ACC. That's who I was confusing them with UCLA. They're out
I
in
like
the
the
ACC.
unis. I do like the
And
unis.
they did switch back to Nike. I'll
Yep,
say that.
Boom. Yeah. That's true, and that's a win. You got
Mistake.
it's no, it's not a mistake.
Mistake.
It's never a
Mistake.
mistake.
They will never be a priority for Nike. Okay.
Dude, the thing is,
Well, they were Jordan forever.
Oregon just gets the jersey first, and then everyone else gets the technology afterwards.
Oregon's gonna get the jerseys first, and then they're gonna go to Coach Prime now because they know he's gonna be the next moneymaker. They will never care about any of these other schools and how good they look. They'll make them look good, but you'll never get like the the real drip. You know what I mean?
But you can not look good at Nike and still look better than you would do in Adidas or Under Armour. So
well, no one is arguing for Adidas. Okay, let's look.
Quacks goes with Cal. He's off the board. Riot's off the board. I missed a couple there. Airby's off the board. Brapp's off the board.
Cool. I wanted some lunatic to take Cal before me so I could go with Tulane. That was my that was my heart of hearts pick.
Tulane's a hot one on a lot of people's board.
Yeah.
They got cool jerseys. But
I just can't do it. Like I did a bunch of work at Memorial Stadium, and I know that's going to be in the game. So there's a bunch of stuff. It's the homer pick.
Next up, with the 25th pick, we got Kells. So let's see where he goes. Him and John are boys, so maybe he follows John and goes somewhere with Temple. If we want to pull up the conference breakdown there, and Temple. Who would you take in the American AAC? You get Army, Charlotte, East Carolina, Florida Atlantic, Memphis, Navy, North Texas, Rice, South Florida, Temple, Tulane. Maybe he goes Tulane. You get the UAB Blazers, UTSA Roadrunners, Tulsa. I got a message. I forgot.
Charlotte has Jadeveon Clowney's little brother, I think. His name's Demon.
Whoa. Demon or Damon?
Demon Clowney? Whoa.
I'm not sure if it's his God-given name, but we'll
it'll be a duck. It'll be a duck year too. So we'll just hold off and wait for him to come in a little bit more polished, No, I'm going for all Golden Gophers. I'm gonna go all Golden Gophers once they get good players.
You just stay away from Minnesota. You stay away.
Dr. Dark says Rice says Sean Taylor's brother. Sean Taylor's brother or his kid? Or his brother, I don't know, I feel like he'd be way too old for college. Ooh, he's torn. He's torn between three teams. Should I let you guys know the three teams?
Is Memphis one of the three?
Memphis is one. Memphis, Florida Atlantic, and UCF are the three he publicly.
Oh,
FIU.
Great.
Three great teams. FAU, not FIU.
No, I said FIU.
FIU.
Miami Vice uniforms are filthy, so I let them go.
Yeah, those are sweet. I'm really surprised they haven't gone yet. Dang, I thought I had a.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that I really thought would have been taken by now. So, yeah.
Yep, pick is in. We're gonna grab. Yeah, that's a fun pick. I think. Let me get that. Hold on. It's kind of what we figured. We figured he'd follow his buddy. Like that's how you finally get in the league. You can do the fun. Oh, okay, that is who he's going.
Who's his buddy?
John Baugh.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Why won't?
I wish I had friends in here.
Dude, we're all friends,
We're friends.
We're all buddies. Me and Boone are best friends.
Fuck you.
Boone's got his college offense ready because he doesn't have to change anything from Madden.
Now I got to go to a whole new playbook. But actually, no, I don't. I don't play you. Leave me alone.
Oh, yeah, you do.
We'll reject any invite to wherever the fuck's Oregon. We don't want to go to Eugene. We're not going to Arts and Zoo. None of that. Nope. We decline.
No declining. Sorry. The committee has ruled. You're actually being moved to the Big Ten.
I didn't apply. Didn't apply for the Big Ten.
You're getting the invite.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right. Kel's pick is in. He had a difficult one here, but we're good. And he has taken the Memphis Tigers.
Oh,
you get the
awesome pick.
The Tiger helmets are sweet because you got the white one, you get the blue one. Like it's a a cool, I think it's a cool team to take. You got your work cut out for you, that's for sure. Building up a squad, but Kells to Memphis, lock it in. He joins John in the AAC. John did put in chat, I don't know if you guys saw, but he said once Chad gets canned from Rutgers, I'll move over there, which is very likely that could happen. So, all right, let's see who is next up. That was pick 25. We got 26, and it is another guy in here, and it is J-Mo.
Jamo.
And I think I know where this is going. Unless he
I don't know
changes
if
his
you
mind.
do.
Yeah, unless you change your mind, I think. J-Mo's a
I
Michigan
was really
fan.
set on Kansas. I
You're a
was real
Michigan
set
fan.
on Kansas.
But you are a Michigan fan. But yeah, go ahead. You can
I
talk
am.
us through your decision as long as you DM me who you're taking first.
Yeah,
And
I
if
don't
it's a
know who I'm taking.
if it's a
I was hoping
crazy
Michigan
team.
would get taken off the board.
Oh,
I was hoping someone took them, but
they're still there. Anyone got ideas for JMO? I really don't know. I think I could see uniforms being a huge play. So I could see the FIU. I could see TCU, South Carolina. UCF has cool ones. USF. Depending conference. I don't know if you're maybe you go Coach Prime. Maybe you go Coastal Carolina. Maybe you go the Florida Gators. There are so many options left. Oh my
they're
God.
all on my
Dude,
list. It's so crazy. My
Mahomes.
list starts at
Kentucky.
28, and I have like
Oh,
20 teams left.
dude, Kentucky, Oklahoma State, Eastern
How is
Michigan.
Colorado still up there? I thought they'd
Dude,
go really early.
Colorado's uniforms are going to be so nice. And I'm telling you, I was thinking about it. I just think there's no way Dion lets them
And why do
screw
we
it up.
not know?
No, they haven't announced their new ones. Like their old ones are cool. The all black, they got all white, they got gray, they got gold. Like they're all sweet.
Solid.
And you can
They
Okay.
they freshened them up last year,
Yeah.
and they announced that this is like a temporary, like a
Facelift.
freshen up, facelift, and then
Got
they
it. So
have new ones coming.
they basically said that. Gotcha. Okay.
The cool part with Colorado though is they like you can wear the black with the gray bottoms. You can wear black with the white. You can go and they got a helmet in every color too. Boom,
Okay.
boom, 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 like
Is UConn still out there?
yes, and UConn is pick is in.
Independent.
UConn's independent, so you get some options there. Let me grab the picture real quick, JMO, and then you can make your announcement and talk us through a little bit what you were thinking. Dude, this is one of the cooler graphics. This is one of the cooler graphics. I'm not gonna lie, but go ahead and talk us through it, and when you announce it, I'll put it up there.
Yeah, UCF.
Boom.
So I made a list because I didn't think Michigan was going to fall to me, and I had the more Big 12 teams than anybody because they had all their teams are swagged out.
Yeah.
And so I had Kansas 1, UCF 2, West Virginia 3. I was pretty set on going to the Big 12. I thought the Big 12 was going to fill up. I don't know. This whole draft has been crazy, but
yeah,
I'm rolling with UCF, dude. Those Sky Blues. Oh my God, they got so many sweet.
They have a bunch of options, and the white ones right there, the white helmets with the gold lettering, so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Van did say UCF was his choice, so
bummer.
Van is going to be heartbroken to know that he is on the clock. So
oh no,
That's brutal.
This is interesting because JMO would have been you had 3,317. So you would have had the fourth pick. And that's with no points this cycle. Van was 300 below you, but Van would have had the pick right after you. He was ahead of Pride, so Van would have been fifth if Andy would have got points this cycle. So Van would have been up there.
And I would have been Michigan if I was picking 4, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So
no, UCF, that's a good pick. I'm curious to see where Van goes. This Van, another one. So Van lives in Vancouver. Vancouver. Which they're right up there by all the Pac-12, old Pac-12 teams. You got Washington up there. It could be the pick. Brackett, have you talked to Van at all? Do you have an idea?
I have not. I have not talked to him, so I'm not sure.
We spitballed a couple times. He mentioned LSU. He mentioned the good teams. Nebraska, he threw out there. He mentioned LSU, Alabama, UCF was one of his teams. Tennessee, he said a few times. His pick is in. Here we go.
if he was interested in LSU and LSU is still available right now, how can you not take it?
Dude,
Right? I mean, that
LSU,
atmosphere is going to be nuts.
I'm pretty shocked LSU hasn't gone. I think these timers. All right, pick is in, and he is gonna roll with the Florida Gators. So we get a bracket van rivalry there with the in-state battle, and you throw Busy in the mix too. I think that could be fun. So Van goes Gators. Florida's got cool uniforms. They got the Jordan Nike brand. You get all orange, all blue, all white, grays. Like they all can mix and match too.
And shout out to DJ Lagway, their incoming quarterback, is a monster.
Yep.
Like a Cam Newton clone.
For sure, a reason Van was looking at him. Van did his roster research, so he said, "Langway, yes." That's what he posted in chat. So,
update the weenie list.
Yeah. Next,
yeah, that's firm on the weenie board.
Yeah, next on the clock, we do have Ilio. Which, if anyone remembers back to the XCFL draft, Ilio had the 6th.
Are the Rams
pick.
Still available?
Yeah, he had the 6th pick, and he took the Los Angeles Rams. So this could be. I'm gonna guess. I do not have a graphic ready for whoever he takes. Let's see.
Colorado State, 100%.
So is this where Iowa goes?
Dude, Iowa. He had made it known that he likes, uniforms matter to him, and he wants to play his own guys. So I could see, any of the teams we mentioned above, like a bunch of the last couple picks. There are some cool college football. Like there's gonna be so many teams when there's 4 or 5 picks left. We're gonna be like, how did so and so not go? How did so and so not go? There's gonna be a long.
Yeah, like Hawaii. People haven't stopped talking about Hawaii, and it's still still available.
There's still
stadium is garbage. Am I right?
Oregon State, their stadium might be garbage. Missouri, you get the best receiver in football if you go Missouri, like
for 1 year.
Yeah, that's true. But buys you some time to get a recruiting class in.
Dude, what about is here to play with these?
Imagine if they
Coastal Carolina still out there. Oh.
I'm surprised Colorado's still out there.
Dude,
UNC.
I had debated going to the Sun Belt.
Wait,
with Boone
no one's taking UNC yet?
Nobody's taking UNC. No.
Oh my God. They have the best picture we're going to put up too if they get taken. Ooh, okay. Pick is in for the E-Dog. He is going with the Cox. He is going with the Gamecocks. You get the 6'4", 4.3 speed receiver, whatever, the dude that's an absolute monster of a man. What is it? Nick Harbor, I think it is. I think is the name.
Oh wow.
Absolute monster. He ran a faster 100-meter than Tyreek Hill, and he's like 3 Tyreek Hills. Was supposed to go to Oregon and run track, but ended up Oregon or Michigan and ended up picking South Carolina. So that probably is a reason why we see Ilio go Gamecocks here. So, and he probably just wants to say go Cox. So, that's a good pick though. I think you do go SEC.
Has he crossed the age?
I don't know. If
you can't say shit like that about him.
He goes Gamecocks there. So he does go the SEC though, which is, slowly filling up here.
Yeah, there was an update in chat there. It says 8 Big 10, 3 ACC, 3 Big 12, 7 SEC.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting down to it. 4 users left. We are going to one of our newer members, Dr. Dark, is on the clock. He is a Duck fan. Unfortunately, the Ducks weren't getting past me and Quacks, so he had no shot there. I'm curious to see where he goes. I think he lives in Chicago area.
Chicago doesn't do football.
Ilio said the entire SEC can eat my cock is what he posted in chat.
You got University of Illinois.
Illinois, back to the Juice Williams days. No better time than that. The juice is loose. Different juice.
Juice is loose is just dirty work. Dirty work.
Oh, I can't believe you went JMU over there. James Madison. Whew.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jimmy Mads. That's brutal. Freaking purple, huh?
Purple, gold, and black, baby.
Do I go with the team that plays 4 users or the one that plays 2 users? Says Dr. Dark. I don't know. Depends if one of those users are Boone, I'd go that way. Easy
Well,
wins.
I'm alone over here in the Sun Belt. Leave me alone.
I'm gonna be your conference commissioner over there. We're gonna add all. I'm gonna be like, Alabama, you want in? Georgia, you want in? Bring all the big dogs.
Bring it. I would love that.
Oh, we'll see. He's typing. I got no clue. Oregon fan that lives in Illinois. It's an open board. Probably go uniforms.
You get a wild card.
Big helmet sticker guy. He might be going somewhere with helmet
did someone
stickers.
take Tulsa?
No one took Tulsa. No one took Tulane
I
either.
say Tulane.
No one took Tulane.
I say he either goes Tulane or Tulsa. Maybe not Tulane, just Tulane. Tulane's the one with the teal, right? And the green.
Yeah, Tulane's got the the baby blue and the green. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Tulane.
Tulane's really good.
Dude, USF though, he was the one that brought up the 305 jerseys, I think. The neon
The
ones.
Bulls? Yeah.
It's like it could be whoa. Whoa.
I'm guessing none of those.
Give me a minute.
What a word.
Give me a minute to get a graphic. Hold on.
Is he going with rice?
It probably could have. Oh.
Do we need to confirm that they're included in the game?
I'm just hoping he spelled everything right.
Having to confirm they're included is kind of insane.
Oh, dude, it's been a while since we've been able to play NCAA. No one knows what means what anymore. All right, let's go ahead. Dude, okay, low key, decent jerseys here. I'm gonna be honest. If they will upload any here.
North Texas?
Not North Texas. The mean green. All right, he is going to go. So here's what he said. I'm going with the team that plays 4 users. I have to go and play busy every year. I was thinking Virginia Tech, but he's going Georgia Tech, and he's bringing back the triple option. So
I like it. Shout out Calvin Johnson.
he's going, dude. He has said multiple times he loves to. He's been a guy that's played college football revamped the whole time, and he loves the option. So if you play him, you're getting a heavy dose of running, and you're getting all options. So
we won't be playing him. He is not welcome.
Georgia.
What's their mascot? Is it like a bumblebee or something?
Yellow Jackets, right?
Oh,
Yellow Jackets.
Yeah. Yellow Jackets.
Dude, they got that. I will say Heath pointed out the 2 different shades of gold in that jersey. That's a no-no. But they have they got cool jerseys. But you can't have the different 2-tone gold in your jersey.
That's dirty work.
Yeah, that's
someone.
Yeah. All right.
Imagine your accessories don't match your jersey.
Next on the clock, we have problems. We will see. So this man went out and bought an Xbox for this league because he's one of our PlayStation guys.
Hell yeah.
That's
commitment. He didn't get plus 500 points for that.
No. he would have bought me an Xbox. He could have got more points. I'm thinking he's a California guy, I believe. Maybe we see USC go here, or no? Maybe is he California? I thought he was, right?
I think he's out. He's out west somewhere.
I thought so.
I think he's down in the Central Valley somewhere.
So we'll see what happens here. But I got.
He was Arizona State or UNLV or something.
I thought UNLV would go. I thought just being cool content being in Vegas. I thought SMU would go. We haven't seen SMU go yet. Oklahoma State, sick helmets. We haven't seen, or sick jerseys. Haven't seen them go. JMO not going Michigan. I thought someone was taking Michigan for sure.
Colorado still out there.
Yeah, that's.
There's just too many good options, to be honest.
Dude,
that's
a good problem to have.
North Carolina, Missouri.
When I was coming up on my list, I was like, honestly, there's like no scenario where I'm like bummed, even if I get the last one. There's just too many to choose from.
Yeah, you got Colorado, Oklahoma State still out there. Louisville has sick unis. Tulane.
Yeah, I think. Oh, he said he hasn't got a chance to watch, so I'm gonna set up a picture of the graphic real quick. We got a response, so that's good. So we got him, and then we got two other users left with Heath and Henny both out there. So we'll see. This is pick number 30, Pride. So we are almost done. I'll pull up the sheet real quick.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun just linking up with seeing who all is in your conference and such right after this. See what's
Yeah.
up.
And then
We got a lot of time to look forward to shit and great ideas.
Yep, and it's even like because this is the one time you get to pick your team. Now, like if you're not a top user and you're getting a bunch of job offers, you might never have the opportunity to pick your favorite team, throughout the cycle. But like you can start eyeing who you might want to switch to, or who, if you did get a job offer from someone, maybe it's like, maybe I'd like to go play with this guy over there. Maybe I'll move to this conference. That's the best part about this is the ever changing landscape. And you could think you're somewhere, and then all of a sudden your conference realigns. So remember the experience, everyone. This might not feel fair for everyone. It's the experience. So if you did take, like, let's say like a James Madison, you might not have a say if something happens, So just something to keep in mind.
Wow, James Madison put in with Air Force. That's interesting.
Oh, that's and Georgia Tech. All right, pick is in. Ooh, okay. I do have a graphic for this team. I was wondering if they would go. He is going with the 12th man, Texas A&M. Which I don't know if he's a fan. I don't know, but their jerseys are kind of boring. I'm gonna be honest. The only thing exciting for Texas A&M is Johnny Football, but he said he was going.
The second most exciting thing for Texas A&M is Dude Perfect.
Yeah, he said he was going A&M, TCU, Fresno State was his order. So Texas A&M off the board there. Hey, here you go. That's another SEC team. Load them up. All right, let's see. Our last two. Boom. Henny on the clock. Boom. You might have to give us the inside scoop here on Henny. Do you have the inside scoop?
Don't think he watches college football. So that's the inside scoop. I'm pretty sure he's just doing this because he likes the league. He likes the what we do. And
is he a Jersey? Is he a Jersey guy? Does he care about the uniforms?
He says the Chiefs right now.
Well, he didn't pick the Chiefs by choice. You can't hate on the man for being the Chiefs. You can hate on a man for doing what you do to your players. And
why is that hate to begin with? I want to know.
I have never seen a player of his where he actually went in and edited accessories. Not saying he doesn't, just saying I ain't seen it.
Whoa, interesting. Oh, all right. Let me grab a graphic real quick. Anyone have any guesses?
Grab a graphic is no good.
Dude,
I mean, he's the best team in Madden, which is the Chiefs, and so he goes with the best college in Michigan.
Nah,
Alabama.
I think he goes. He's very much a sucker, so he gonna pull some sucker shit and go Coastal Carolina.
Suck. Oh boy.
I'm saying Alabama.
Dang.
VBD says South Dakota State.
Jackrabbits.
Hey, hold on. They get buckets, though.
That's
South Dakota State get buckets, bro. National champions like 5 years in a row or some shit.
Oh, pick is in. He says, actually, I do like college football. But he said, I'm a pirate at heart. He's going ECU. Dude, ECU, some of these jerseys are sweet. They got all black. The white, purple, white that you see on the screen now, that is clean, dude.
Very.
That is clean. ECU.
Yeah, that's a fun pick. That's a really fun pick.
I was not clean on their game there. Okay.
You ain't never watched college football. Stop it. This is nonsense.
They're ACC, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, last but not least, Mr. Heath is on the clock. Heath works. He worked at. Hold on, we got to get this right. He worked at Arizona. Now he works at UNC, but he said he wasn't going to go with UNC.
I think he also worked at NC State, didn't he? I feel like I remember him.
He worked for the NC State women's team, I think, right?
I thought he had something to do at NC State at one point.
Could you imagine how difficult it is to make a pick right now? Just
dude,
having everybody and
103. Whoa. Okay. Lock it in.
It's a juicy one. Did you have an image ready?
No. Probably should have.
Oh, beautiful.
Got to be North Carolina, right?
Yeah, well, I had one ready for North Carolina. Hold on, Rob. That was going to be my second team.
So before you do that, can you show us the North Carolina or after? You gonna show us the North Carolina?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It was my favorite one. I'm pissed I didn't get to use it.
North Carolina gonna be the one with the Tar Heel on the helmet.
No, I went. Hold on, let me grab this.
There's only 3 Big 12 teams right now. There's got to be some. He wants to be in the Big 12. It's the best, right?
Whoa, Big 12. Is this basketball?
Yeah. No.
The best at what? All right, pick is in. Lock it in here. And he is going with Virginia Tech. He says he's going left field pick here. Virginia Tech's got some nice. If they get all their different options, they got the black with the orange. You got the back to the Mike Vick days if they let you go back, or the Marcus Vick and that stuff that far back.
I think they got military ones too or something.
Yeah.
They got blackout.
Virginia Tech. That's
shout out Jack.
The Vic era. Yeah, Jack, dude. Jack, I thought he was coming back, and he's been a little busy with the baby, so not back yet. He'll be back to rock us all.
He warned me when he left. He will be back.
He will, yeah, for sure. There's no doubt about that. The UNC ones that dude, the image is my favorite one. That was one I was excited about. Here it is. This one with the light blue. Should have done it. Should have done it. Should have let the Ducks fall. All right, let's pull up the screen here. We'll get a graphic set out. We'll get this graphic posted in chat. We'll get conference breakdown, kind of looking at what teams are where after all this. Anything, Boone, let's start with you. What biggest surprise of the draft?
How many Big Ten schools went?
Yeah.
And how few SEC and Big 12. I thought we'd have a lot more balance. Who has the final number? I know someone kept track.
Eight Big Ten and 8 SEC were the final one. Yeah, 8 and 8.
But still 8 Big Ten. How many schools are in the Big Ten right now?
16, 18.
Jesus, half the conference.
18.
That's the same.
Wow. 18 in the Big Ten, and there's 16 in the SEC. Dark just posted 8 Big Ten, 5 ACC, 3 Big 12, 8 SEC, 3 Mountain West, 3 AAC, 1 Sun Belt, 1 Independent.
Nice.
So how many conference represented? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
all right,
6.
Can I get the tracker?
Yes. Again? Yep. All right. What's biggest surprise for you?
All right. So.
Well, you just said it. I guess that's. But
yeah, it was just the amount of people in the Big. I didn't think the Big Ten was going to be that popular. Also, didn't see Maryland going in the top 10. I just didn't.
Mm-mm. Quacks, what about you? What biggest shock, biggest surprise pick to you?
No Colorado. I think it's.
Yeah.
I would have had them. Like, I mean, they weren't on my list. But I would have thought top 5.
Dude, especially if you don't have Colorado year one, there's no reason to have Colorado. Like, you take Colorado to use Travis Hunter and Shadur for a year, right? And then, then you keep the cool uniforms. But like, I don't know, that's wild. No Travis Hunter. And then the other cover boy, Donovan Edwards with Michigan. No Michigan. So, J-Mo, what about you?
Michigan a little more because they're such a powerhouse.
And their
you get that sort of like I want to rebuild thing.
Uniforms, bro.
Me too.
Yeah.
J-Mo, what's your biggest surprise other than you not taking Michigan?
I know that was a surprise. LSU.
Yeah,
that's a really good squad. Good. I know they're clean. Home field advantage, all that. I thought the SEC wasn't going to fill up as much as it did at the end. It sort of seemed like we're over
you did.
halfway
You're
through.
right. You
and there's
added
2 teams.
1, 2. You added 3 in the last 5 picks of SEC teams. South Carolina. Oh no, South Carolina, Texas A&M, and Florida. Yeah,
Yeah,
3.
I think
Georgia
that saves
State
it though. I think playing the computers the computers in the SEC would be really tough.
Yeah.
So
Guys, feel free to
I
post
think
what
it
your
saves it.
biggest shock of the draft in the chat. We'll read some of them off. Dr. Dark just said no MAC school's taking it all. Rob, what about you? What was the biggest shock?
Definitely no Colorado or Michigan. It looks like, by the way people picked, it looks like everybody is really set up for some fun because, I mean, there's going to be a lot of uniform contrast and a lot of smaller schools. It's going to be fighting their way up. So it sets up like it's going to be a good experience.
That's
So
the best part of the whole thing. And Bracket, I'll get to you next, but like the best part of this whole thing is that like with Madden, everything's set in stone right away. Like you can kind of see what your entire cycle is going to look like. And then, I mean, this one, you have no clue. Each season could look completely different. You might have 8 users, and all 7 of those users just bounce out of your conference in the first coaching carousel. So, like, you might think oh, cool, my conference is halfway full, or oh, I only have 1 guy in my conference. This stinks. Everything's going to change year to year. And as soon as we kind of figure the game out a little bit and find out what matters in recruiting and what jerseys teams do have and don't have, there's going to be some serious movement. But Bracket, what was your biggest shock, I guess?
Busy wasn't watching. I'm
Who
really bummed about that.
Who watched the whole show? No, yeah, no one took a
Oh.
Pac-2 school. Only 4 ACC teams was surprising, said Kells. Is that really yours, Busy? How about Air Force James Madison going back to back in the top 5? That one, or Minnesota Air Force James Madison. That I think
AMU, baby.
I didn't know James Madison was a D1 school.
Zeph, what do you got? What's your surprise of the draft?
Honestly, I was kind of surprised with West Virginia going so early. I mean, it was a great. Honestly, I was considering it. Like, if for whatever world Kansas wasn't there, it would have been considered because I would have stayed in the Big 12 no matter what.
Yeah.
And other than that, I mean, I'm not too surprised. It sounds like a lot of people took teams that their hometown or something, so that's really good. So yeah, I don't know. I think it went pretty well. I think everyone's gonna be happy, and this is gonna be an absolute blast. And that weenie board is so full of shit. I'm sorry I talked about it all fucking draft because it's dumb.
It's I do so like the crazy part is I think that if we fast forward a full year and next time we're doing this, if we did limit it to you can only take like 3-star and below or 2-star and below schools, the draft would be crazy for like you're seeing like Florida Atlantic, like it would be right now you're still seeing the big names thrown in, but if you were forced to take a bunch of Air Forces and James Madisons, oh man. But I think you got to keep a lot of key rivalries alive. No Ohio State, Michigan, no Notre Dame, Michigan is a bummer. You get Georgia Tech, which is cool to see that. Oklahoma, Texas. What are some other? Florida State, Miami, Miami. Like you get a bunch of that.
The people can't get any Cal Stanford games, unfortunately.
No Cal Stanford. No one yet. It would have been really cool to see 2 users take the Pac-12, the Pac-2 schools, and just battle it out year after year as the the Pac-12.
So I'll make the early announcement. I'm going to be leading the charge to revive the Pac-12. We're getting back there as soon as we can.
There we go.
That's the goal.
We need a Power 5. It'll be interesting. That's what I'm at. It's a game within the game. These conference commissioners now get to take some work into their own hands and really try to put on for their conference. And I think I'm gonna have a talk with all of them, but I think we're gonna have some stuff that goes on behind the scenes where they will have a chance to help out their fellow conference mates if their conference does well. So there'll be there'll be a bunch of stuff going on. So it'll be pretty cool to see. I guess real quick, one team that wasn't picked, everyone go ahead and throw one out. I mean, other than Colorado, I guess, because we've talked about them enough. I'll start, and North Carolina would be more of a one. I'm going to say TCU though. Because I think you'd still even if you don't like the new ones, you still have 4 options of all those colors, and you're still gonna get their cool. I think you'll still get their cool throwback. The ones they wore with the collar, the horned collar. What about you, Boone? What's the one team you're surprised? Tulane, is that yours?
Nah, honestly, if I had to pick a team I was surprised, it'd probably be, and I think they're still in the Pac-12, but Oregon State.
Yeah.
I thought their uniforms were absolutely filthy. And it's a shame they didn't get picked up, but it's just like that's pretty cool. But then also Alabama, because Alabama is deep with talent and the storyline just fits with you walking in and Nick Saban walking out.
Ooh. See, Boone's got the storylines going. Rob, what about you? One team other than Colorado that sticks out that didn't get picked.
Kentucky, you kind of hyped them up in that one pre-show about a week ago, and I figured that would have caused several people to look them up and fall in love with them.
Yeah, I went. I made. I had graphics ready for that didn't get used. Let's see, Tulane, SMU, USF, USC, Washington, Utah, Missouri, Michigan, Kentucky, then all your other big schools, obviously, and then UTSA. I had one ready for in case Boone went that route. Man, I don't know. Bracket, what's the one team to you that you were deciding, similar to me, you were deciding between Florida State and North Carolina?
Yeah, it would be North Carolina.
Yeah, and you
the
went
fact
Florida
that
State.
they were considered at 1 and 2, and I know that they were considered at 3 or 4 other spots.
Yeah.
And they made it all the way to 33.
Oak State, yeah. Oklahoma State would be a shocker too. Quacks, did you give us your team that you think, or JMO, one of you guys?
I think the only even close to blue blood school that I had in my list was Missouri. I thought they would go, because they're kind of like the perfect spot where their roster is going to be supercharged out the gates, but they haven't really had a ton of success per se. So you still have some ways to work it up, but that roster is going to be crazy from the start.
Yeah. JMO, what about you? Would you have one that you're surprised?
Outside of Michigan, I guess Louisville, just because they're going to be a top 25 team, awesome uni combos, and they always have some of the best dual threat quarterbacks, which is going to be a fun time in college. So
Clemson, Coastal Carolina not going. Coastal Carolina was talked about a lot, and I know they were considered by a lot of teams. And for them to not go with the blue jersey, the teal, interesting.
What about Eastern Michigan, bro? I mean, my boy Noah.
I thought he's 1 year away. 1 year away.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, 1 year away. You could take him next year. It's gonna be limited. It's gonna be limited on who's allowed to take Eastern Michigan.
That is nowhere in the land.
I'm gonna limit it to maybe 5 or 6 users could pick that team.
VBDs not allowed to be there.
No, block out the VBDs in the vans of the world. But yeah, dude, Washington. A little bit surprised on Washington. You get the chrome purple helmets or the chrome. Washington's got some cool uniform options, and a little bit of hype for being in the College World Playoff.
They're better in JMU. Don't worry about it. We got it.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to see how this first year goes. I think it's gonna be. Yeah.
All right. So when you look at this this selection of talent that we have, these teams that have gotten selected, a lot of times in my friends group, we always talk trash about the ones that took the easy route, walked in and put coasters up in the house and want to pretend like they built something. You got the people who actually walked in and had to furnish the house. Then you got the people who built the house. I want to know what teams in here would you be like, yeah, if you win here, you didn't really build it. You had a pretty good name. It wasn't hard to recruit there. Where are those teams at? Who would you put on this list? Where if you saw them, you'd be like, you kind of had it easy,
Me bracket. I think Miami's roster is good, even though Busy is going to be Eeyore and downplay them like crazy. Oh, they're not good. They haven't won in 20 years. Did it? Whatever. Ohio State, Notre Dame's good. Georgia, Tennessee, Michigan State, I'm not counting. Texas is loaded. Oklahoma, Ole Miss. Van in Florida, questionable. You don't know. I would say that. I would
I
say
think it's easy to recruit at Florida though. So if you
yeah,
build
recruiting
something,
wise for sure. Well, then if we're doing recruiting, because then you throw Ilio in there, South Carolina, you throw Texas A&M in there with their budget. I mean, it's easy to recruit at UCLA too. You know, there's.
I mean, I'm just really looking and trying to figure out who can actually impress me by building something with
No,
where they're
yeah,
at.
I don't.
You know?
Yeah, well, that would have been the better question because I don't even know if I would go the route like you and Pride. I would go more like Chad, like Rutgers in a shitty team in a big conference. You're gonna struggle, and if you start pulling recruits there and start making noise in a conference you're not supposed to, I think that's really interesting.
Ooh, so you think he has the hardest route to building something? Well, yeah, in that
It's gonna be
division.
people. It's gonna be someone like him or Rob. You know, bro, Minnesota going up against Ohio State, Oregon. You know, that's a tough. That's a tough
I
build
really
there.
thought
Hey,
that Kennesaw
bigger they
State.
are, the harder they fall.
What'd you say, Zach?
I was really thinking Kennesaw State. They were getting a lot of love, just in the
Yeah,
general,
They were on my list.
So.
Yeah, no, that Boone, that was the season we bet against them every single basketball game. Remember that?
Oh, wonderful.
That was a big money. But yeah, like obviously you and Pride got a build on your hands, but you're also going to be playing teams who are equal playing field as you
We're
guys
playing
for the
numbers.
most part. What?
We're playing CPUs.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Chad, not only do you have to build a roster, you got to compete against teams that already have built rosters.
Yeah, but think about it though. Like for example, Pride has to establish some sort of stars on them just to be able to talk to a 5-star.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, for sure. But you can it'll take a bit. You're gonna have to put in some time and a couple seasons in. But once
I
you
mean, BBD walks in the living room and they're like, "Oh, Penn State." I mean, you kind of got to get around that whole scandal thing from a couple years ago, but that's it,
Yeah, like I'm trying to see like.
Yeah, that little scandal thing a couple years ago.
I try to gloss over it, I try to gloss over it.
San Diego State's interesting. Dude, everyone's story is gonna be different. That's gonna be the coolest part. I think what any year after this, I'm taking, I want the small build with cool uniforms, but the first year you got to take the squad you want to roll with and see. But the cool part is though, if you can't handle the heat, you're getting too many people making fun of you for taking the big time school and you're not doing anything. You just leave in the off season, go to a small school and prove it,
I'm looking for the guy that has the roster that underperforms, and either I'm taking your players or I'm taking your coach. Move in and show you how to really get it cracking. You know what I'm saying?
I take
Like
all
when Oregon fires you for that boring ass offense, I can't wait.
Explosive.
If JMU is taking players off of Oregon squad, we gotta flip some sliders or something. Somebody's cheating.
Taking all Florida State's players and taking them all to the equipment room to get new swag put on, because whatever bracket's about to do to them, it's not going to be right. You did improve. You did improve this year. You improved a little bit. All right.
Nice.
What was the biggest?
Big conscious decisions.
What team shouldn't have been picked? Let's start there. Let's end there. Air Force and Georgia Tech for sure. Two on my board or not on my board.
Notre Dame.
It is funny. The three people you used in the graphic, Quacks, none of those teams picked.
Right?
The three players you threw up there, not a single.
Yeah.
Temple.
Try again next time.
Dude,
I should have put a Temple player up there.
Temple, Air Force, and Jays Madison.
Hey, whoa. Relax on JMU, okay?
Yeah, that's fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the build. Anything you guys got here before we sign off? Stay tuned. Stay locked into the server because we're gonna get a bunch of news coming out. Like we're gonna, as these deep dives start, we gotta think this week we're getting something, whether it's Dynasty or something. But we'll be sure to hit them with podcasts. And the more information we get, the more we can kind of fine tune the rules, get the fourth down rules, position change rules, different things kind of put in place. But a lot of that is going to be, after we get the game. So, anyone in here have anything left for us? Anybody?
No, sir.
Before we hop off.
Are you going to give answers in regard to like Twitter accounts and such, so
yes,
people
and
user points so that people can start swagging out their shit?
We're gonna do it'll be separate from XCFL though. So like if you your user rank. You'll have 2 different user rank, and we're gonna call it something else. But yeah, so that's something to keep in mind. Your team selection, what you do in Madden won't help your NCAA, your college football team selection, and vice versa. So yeah, but outside of that, man, we're rolling. It's we got a month to go, and we're gonna try to. We normally try to hit the ground run as fast as we can, and if we can have everything kind of by those first 3 trial days, get everything, we'll be kicking shortly. So thank you for everybody who tuned in. Thanks you 6 or 7 that hopped on this show with me. Sorry about the technical difficulties and some of the waiting we had to play for logos, but hey, we did our best, and shout out to you guys in chat. We had like 30, 32, I think, at peak. Make sure you're following the channel if you haven't yet. I think we're gonna rebrand this channel as more of like a use it for both leagues. I think we're gonna, it's gonna be changed. The name will be a little different. We're gonna use it for both just to keep everything in the same spot. We'll have different spots for it, but yeah. So make sure you're following. Make sure you subscribe. All that fun stuff. Boone's the streamer. He knows what to say for all this, But
I don't even know the outro for this league. What do you mean?
No, we make a different outro every time. But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Quacks, for the graphics and for the hype video. And Campus Legends, man, we're about to take off, and this is going to be quite the experience. So thank you guys, and we are out of here. See you.
Peace.
See you.
Later.